The first thing is I need one Somali player in the Prem real soon.
That should have happened.
It's crazy that
That will make the Prem better too.
That should have happened.
Because they give views.
That's true.
There's a player at Ballers League that I need to follow back.
Zach Hassan.
Zach Hassan.
Sack.
Me and Jordy scouted him 2
Yeah,
years
you're
ago.
late.
Is it?
We watched him.
So
at
I
And
didn't-
against hashtag.
So PK told me about him. I didn't store it. Then I seen him play and I'm like, I wish this guy or someone like that is in the Prem.
He's electric.
So that's a big change you want to make for next season. That's a positive change. That's probably the first positive change we've actually suggested.
I've got one that you lot are not gonna like. Miles, hear me out. Nostalgia. Get rid of highlights on YouTube. Bring back Match of the Day.
This episode is brought to you in partnership with our favorite people on planet Earth, our favorite people in all of our devices. It's NordVPN. Now, NordVPN is the most important app and service you'll have on all of your devices. I have it on my phone, I have it on my iPad, I have it on my laptop. I cannot stress to you enough how important cybersecurity is now more than ever.
I need it.
There's a lot of bank details flying around. There's a lot of crypto details flying around. There's a lot of people phishing. There's a lot of people scamming. You need a service that is going to protect you, especially when you're using public Wi-Fi, which a lot of us do. A lot of us have to, doing business out on the road. When you're in different countries using Wi-Fi and using different networks, you need to know that you're secure. NordVPN have made their business about keeping you safe and have done for a long, long time. Miles, you're traveling soon. You're going to Goa?
NordVPN will protect me when I go to Goa.
Now, Miles doesn't travel a lot, as you all know, but when he does travel, we make sure he goes out there with the best cybersecurity. And with NordVPN, you're going to get that. Now, other things that you're going to need NordVPN for. NordVPN will scan for the best deals when you're online shopping. NordVPN is not going to make you overspend.
I need that.
You don't spend at all.
That's why I need it.
One of the most important things that you will spend your money on, of course, is flights and hotels.
I need that.
NordVPN scan to make sure that you're getting the lowest possible price when you're traveling.
It does that?
Yeah, 100%.
That's mad.
And with our partnership with NordVPN, nordvpn.com/FromMyLeft, you are going to get a massive, massive discount off of your subscription. We are going to be giving you 4 extra months on the 2-year plan, and there is no risk with a 30-day money-back guarantee. I have never recommended NordVPN to somebody who has cancelled after 30 days. NordVPN becomes part of you. It becomes part of your security, part of your safety, part of your travel. Miles is going to be in Goa for the last game of the Premier League season.
Yes.
He is not going to be able to watch that unless he's able to get access to his streaming services, which NordVPN provide.
I'm going to be streaming the last game of the season.
Of course you are.
Thank you very much, NordVPN.
Being a football fan, if you don't have NordVPN, you are asking for trouble when you're traveling. You are asking for trouble when you are abroad, asking for trouble in your holiday season. NordVPN.com/FromMyLeft, or just input From My Left in the coupon code on NordVPN.com. Be like us. Go get that 2-year deal, 4 months extra free with a 30-day, no risk, money back guarantee. NordVPN. Miles, give me a jingle.
30 days NordVPN.
NordVPN.
NordVPN, cybersecurity built for every day.
I'm your fire.
Your desire. Your dick looks small in them shorts.
My dick.
Come on, man.
We haven't started.
Got no kids. You got no kids. You're talking about my dick. There's no point having a big dick with no kids.
Wow.
You don't know if I got no kids.
Or a big dick.
All right.
Oh, that. You don't know if I got no
My
kids.
sperm works. That's all I know. It'll work on you.
I'd love to know what that means.
We haven't started, have we?
We've started, yeah. Yeah, boys,
Edit this out.
the table's in the edit process. It's being developed.
This reminds me, I'm looking for a coffee table, a new one at my house.
What does this coffee table here?
This coffee
reminds you?
table reminds me of that,
Well,
yeah.
our official table, which we had custom built, is in for development.
Service.
Yes, well, it's not servicing because there's nothing wrong with it. We just got an idea how to make it a little bit more. And because we've never really spoken about this, we're in soft launch. We've been in soft launch since we started.
Girls love that bar, you know.
Soft
Yeah, soft
Soft
launch.
launch.
Where you put a hand on Instagram. Yeah.
Girls love that bar.
We're still in soft launch because we're really going to launch properly at the start of next season. Like everything settled, everything built. Like obviously, me, you, and Specs had a conversation, and we were in the studio like within 10 days.
Yeah.
It's a quick way to go. And Jordy,
And then I signed Jordy.
and then Miles signed Jordy.
He threatened me. He threatened me, bro.
He threatened us.
Good signing, though. Great signing.
T, what are you gonna do different next year? Like, are you gonna pick a team?
I thought about that, There was a point where I was watching like the first weekend of the season and I thought, you know what, I could actually right now, I could reset. I could just put everything behind one team.
Because he does this every year.
No, he doesn't. Don't believe that Specs
It slips
doesn't
out.
support Arsenal.
Oh no,
all
of
the
course,
time.
yeah.
Stop being silly, man.
Bro, you've been fixing this hat for. Oh, it's a no rules hat.
Just before he gets back onto his team.
Yeah.
What are those corkscrews at the end?
I'm guessing it's to keep mosquitoes or something.
Yeah,
like that,
what
right?
was the purpose of that? Australia, tell me, because I've been there. When I went to Australia, I never saw not one person with that on.
You would have been in the cities though.
Yeah, but Australia's
the
Australia,
outback.
isn't it?
Well, Australia is Australia, but I'm guessing they're to keep mosquitoes or something away.
Yeah, but a mosquito could just go round that.
I think Australia's my next destination.
You don't want to go there.
It'll be rude to go without you.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to go in January, but broken promises.
that cork is just battering you in the lips right now.
They are beating you up, boy.
Is it? This hat was specially designed for me for Australia.
The way it's bouncing off your lips is crazy.
That's
I
crazy.
kind of like it.
No,
Still.
that one string is the perfect length to just tap your lips. The other one next to it, if you switch the hat around a bit, it's on your chin.
I'll be honest. At least my face has space. At least I can breathe. If he wears it now, claustrophobic. Do you know what I mean?
Miles' head is one cork.
Do you know what I mean?
Should we break the fourth wall?
Yeah, go for it.
We weren't supposed to be here today.
No, that's true.
What happened?
Well, we'd pre-recorded a few bits and were sure that Specs was going to be back on a specific date. Specs fell out with the passport man. Spent a day in the airport. Airport was it?
I was in Stansted Airport.
I was Stansted. The way that cork is slapping you in the lips, the audio listeners can't hear it. But
Happy
it's-
birthday, by the way.
Thank you, man.
And happy birthday. Specs spent
you very
his
much.
birthday in the airport. And he's got a meeting with the passport office tomorrow.
That's right.
To try and get a new passport because you
Yep.
ripped yours.
Yep.
It's
Well,
impressed. You don't travel that much.
no, I don't. I'm thinking there's two things that can happen because obviously everybody knows I'm organised. I don't really damage.
Everyone knows that you're organised.
Everybody knows I'm organised.
You're always
Everybody knows
late.
I'm tidy. Everybody knows I've got OCD.
What do you think the combined amount of hours late Specs has been since we started this show?
36 years.
Oh, sorry, not organised in terms of patience. I'm talking about like in terms of like
You know
my
where your stuff
house,
is. Yeah,
my
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like the page was like halfway ripped where it was hanging off. So I was thinking to myself, that ain't me. I don't play in my passport. I don't play in washing machines like Dazza.
Dude, what's funny? What's funny? He's lips in that cork. Man.
I know, man.
Bro,
Can I talk-
move. His lips in that cork, bro.
So do you want to talk about passport or do you want to talk about court? Do you want to talk about passport? Do you want to talk about court? Which one do you want to talk about?
Passport. Sorry.
So anyway,
I'm dying to try on that hat, by the way, as well. I'm dying to try that
bro,
hat.
I'll tell you that now.
Brother, I'm dying for that.
No way. You know the fun fair, the horse ride. Get around his face.
Carousel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Oh
dumb.
man. But
That's so silly.
yeah. So I was thinking, why is the page hanging up? But bear in mind, I went Spain and I went Dublin.
And Brazil.
So I'm thinking maybe someone at the passport office just went to stop me flying because I got a lot of stamps. Just saying.
Oh, you got that many stamps.
He ain't that much. He ain't that
Or
much.
it was my
man.
ex-mummy. Maybe it was my ex-mummy who stormed into my house the other day and just thought, you know what, you're not going to see your kids. Maybe.
You're not going to
Maybe. But yeah, man, I'm going there tomorrow. It was very hard for me because, you know, like, I've got a temper. I've had a temper since 1997. But in 2025, it's got smaller and smaller because you get older, you get mature. But obviously, when he's telling me that I can't go and see my kids, the temper now is getting big because these are my kids. So I'm like, I'm trying to switch on him. He's like, Specs, I'll try and sort it out. As soon as he says Specs, you think, oh my God.
Oh, he
can't
knew you?
switch. Yeah. So he really helped me, the guy at the Emirates. Forgot his name. Big you up if you're watching. He said, look, Specs, you can't go today, but I will put something in the system that will
Fast track you.
fast track you and make sure that you don't pay for your ticket. These times I paid another £500 for my ticket, by the way. If you're watching, check your mirrors. But yeah, my head was gone. I was leg swinging on my birthday. I sent you a video of me watching the TV while the TV was off.
Yeah, Dazza is the only one, I think, who didn't
Leg
offer
swing.
you any sympathy.
Yeah.
Everyone else
helps.
was like, we get it. But
Well, it helps.
Yeah,
Dazza
okay.
might have offered sympathy though, because he passport ripped too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he laughed.
He laughs.
He just
That's
laughed.
just class.
He done it in
Dazza played a
support.
blinder. He was scared. Dazza wasn't worried.
Yeah. No, Dazza was scared of his passport.
But Dazza, the way how Dazza's not phased by anything.
He's my therapy. When I call him and say, bro, my passport, is it good? Because you know what, yeah? I thought, yeah.
He
Make me feel good, you know what I mean?
Just laugh at everything.
So then that's why we decided to squeeze another episode before I go. But my head was gone. I was going to go for a month. Because of that airport thing, there's also a part of me that be like, you know what? Kids, you ain't see me till November. This ain't my fault.
That's childish, though.
Elias, cool Emirates.
That's childish.
I need you because I'm stubborn. I'm a Taurus.
That's childish.
Do you know what I mean? But I can't wait to go tomorrow. And I'm only going for like just under 2 weeks. So it's going to be great.
I was actually going to go to Dubai around that same time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah, right.
I need
Mr. Almost Flying. Every
almost
time.
flying.
Mr. Almost Flying.
You've only done one trip this season.
What?
I've done one more than you.
I'm the only one behind you. You're talking about acting as if you're a flyer.
I've done one more than you.
You're not a flyer, bro.
I've left this continent.
Let me just say this.
Go on.
If there's one person whose passport is not ripped,
Take care of my things.
Passport is neat.
passport?
Your passport is
Passport.
neat.
Stamped up, though.
they ask him if he wants stamps. He's like, mm-mm.
I'll remember it. I'll
Not
remember it.
happening to me.
You need to travel.
I do travel, man. I'm traveling this year as well, to be fair.
Travel this year.
I am 100%, man. I need to get away, man. I want to do a solo trip.
Why do you need to get away?
I just want a
Just
solo
do
trip.
a solo trip.
I don't know
then.
where, though.
I went to New York.
I was thinking of
once.
Dubai for my birthday, but like you said, June is too hot. Nothing's going to happen.
When's your birthday? Do you know what?
June the 6th. Said it's too hot. Too hot then. But I really want to do a solo
I
trip.
went to New York
One
on my
solo-
own once.
I was thinking about New York.
I went on my
as well.
birthday as well. I wanted to do this thing where I was out of the country on my birthday every year. I did it 3 years in a row.
See, you went to New York. Did I know you?
Yeah,
What year was this?
18.
Have you ever flew a girl out before?
No, that's illegal.
I've never done that, you know.
It's illegal. It's
No,
trafficking.
I'm talking about like if
No.
you got like you say you're in another country and you got a mommy here and you say come. I've never done it before.
No.
No, you're not out of the country that long.
T, I've been to way more holidays than you in your whole career. T, T, don't career me with holidays, please. Please,
What?
T,
Because
man.
you went Mexico with
T, I haven't
Dazza.
even T
In
T,
2007.
I've not even seen you in business class before. Look how big you are. You cannot be economy with your big chest. T, you kidding me? You're in the way.
I went business class to Washington, yeah.
Can you imagine Tego being in the middle of a seat that's coming through and I want to go toilet?
That's my worst
T,
nightmare.
that'd be
That's my worst
annoying.
nightmare.
Have we ever been business class together?
No.
No,
We've
man.
only really done like easy jets and that though.
Yeah, you know when Ireland.
What's the furthest place we've been together?
Island.
No, we went Spain.
Barca, France, Spain. Yeah, Spain, man.
It's because he used to be scared of flying.
Oh, you're Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah, of course I'm scared of flying.
You scared now?
I've got bare tablets on me. I've got loads of tablets to fly. I take Sudafed tablets for my sinus, and I take this other tablet that makes me drowsy. So when I close my
Oh
eyes, I'm
my
gone for
God,
6
I've
hours.
flown with Specs before.
Yeah.
If you see Specs at the airport, he goes to every duty free. I need Sudafed.
Boots, everything.
You'll
All
find
the
it in
boots.
boots.
All the boots.
Sudafed's got an ingredient in it though that is crucial for making crystal meth. So in some countries it's hard to get.
Wait, hold on. What are you saying? Like, there's crystal meth in my body?
No, crystal meth has got stuff like battery, lithium stuff in it. It's got so many ingredients, but one of them is part of Sudafed, I think.
So that would be dangerous for like athletes then. That might pop up as
No.
No?
No.
What do you mean no?
Why does it matter?
But I've heard that hair transplant,
Yeah.
beard transplants spike drug tests. I've heard.
Conor Ben.
That's what I've heard, allegedly.
Conor Ben. Oh, he's going to punch me up.
I was sitting outside a coffee shop yesterday, and there was a man who was in a little cyclist crew, and this guy wanted to talk about having a hair transplant so badly. His friends just wanted to talk about anything else. Everything this guy wanted to talk about come back to the fact that in 4 months' time he's going to have seedlings and it's going to grow, and they started with a tattoo and all this stuff. Hair transplant people, they're the new vegans, you know.
Well, speaking of hair transplant, because you lot didn't buy me a present on my birthday, somebody else did, and I thought I'd share it with you guys.
Oh, God.
I'm waiting for this.
Here we go.
That is unbelievable. A Specs Gonzalez bobblehead. I mean, it doesn't look much
doesn't
like
like
you,
you.
but that is
But
fantastic.
I can
Guys,
see.
round of applause, man. Look at
Yeah,
it.
No, that's hard. That's hard.
That's a good.
Big up whoever did that.
That's going on set.
Let me see this.
That's
That's
staying.
not going on set. It's going on my set in my house.
yeah.
Oh, is it?
You're kind of a cult leader now, aren't you? Things have progressed for you. You've become a bit.
You don't really
yeah.
stand like this, though. But that's your face.
Yeah, that's your vest as well.
Let me see.
That is there.
Oh, it's well built as well. That's very impressive.
Very
It's
impressive.
got a big head as well, man.
That's it.
I mean, I think it's only right I know where that was made.
Heady B.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't ever do that. Pass me. Take that off him now.
Yeah.
You know, He was that kid, yeah, you don't give toys to. He went, oh.
No, he's not the kid you don't give toys to. He's still got his wrestling toys from
I
1992.
had my wrestling toys.
Oh, what's happened
Giving
to
them over now, innit? It's here now. It's
Are they
in the
here?
house.
Did you leave them here?
Yeah, they're here.
You didn't leave them here.
Did I not leave them here?
Did he leave them here? Oh, wow.
Oh, they're still in the bag. So they're not going up there now.
Yeah, of course they will. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They stink,
important.
that's why. They stink of fish.
Well, boys, yeah, we just the set's different, but this go on.
Sorry, you mentioned something. You said you saw a cycling crew,
Yeah.
and I've always said when I get to like my 40s, I want to be one of those.
Everything's in the future for Miles, you know.
Yeah.
Good stuff he could do right now. It's all in the future.
It doesn't look cool now. Me cycling.
Lycra.
Yeah, lycra, the helmet, the bike. That doesn't look
I
cool.
think it
now.
looks class.
Not now for me. It don't
Is
look
it
cool.
called Tour de France?
Yeah, when I get older, I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy like cycling around London and that.
Even though he got on a line bike for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and even then, Mr. Frugal found one that was already hacked.
You lot still do when I get older stuff.
Yeah, that's a great point.
It's true, isn't it?
That's a great
Because
point.
there's landmarks in your life. Because I'm sure you want to do things when you're older, like 50 and stuff.
I can't think of it. Anything I want to do, I'll do it now.
There's nothing I want to do.
Huh?
There's nothing I want to do. I don't care no more.
You'll figure it out.
I'm trust, bro.
You'll figure it out.
50, I don't care.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I can see 50 now.
Yeah, but what do you mean you don't care?
I don't care. There's nothing I want to do.
You'll be doing the same things, basically.
Yeah.
Sweets.
Football manager at
Sweets.
18.
I would definitely be playing Football Manager 18 at 50. 100%.
Yeah.
If I can remember Colin Calderwood from that, you're going to have me playing, like, you know, with it will be at Arsenal. Definitely, bro.
Be a manager by then.
But yeah, thanks. Specs. The Miles is going to form a cycling crew.
No, I just want to do it by myself. I don't want to crew.
That's not. Oh, okay. So you're going to start cycling.
You just want a bike.
Guys, by the way, crowd, if you're watching, Miles ain't doing. I've known this guy, bro, since 2017 now, 2016, and there's so much promises and nothing's come through.
I've done a few things, man.
You were meant to drive,
That ain't happening yet.
but you want to cycle.
It's easier to. I know how to cycle.
What do you think? You're gonna hit a car and then that'll be your way of getting into a. Bro, there's no way. But just forget it.
Can you do a wheelie?
Can you do a skid?
Can you
You
ride?
can't-
Can you ride the
I'll
bike?
answer either of those questions.
Can you ride the bike? Can you ride the bike? No hands.
Can you put it to the side?
Grew up on an estate, bro.
Can you
We
use
all
the
grew
front
up on the
brake?
states. What are we talking about?
Can you use the front brake and make the back wheel go up and back down and cycle again?
Endo.
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 Yeah.
It's not called an endo, bro.
It's
Called an endo,
called
bro.
bro.
T. Is it called an endo in
I
boxing?
never knew it was
You
called
never
an
grew up on
endo,
the
no.
States, that's why. He was a good
The
dude.
endo.
He was a good dude. He was a good dude.
Specs from Barnesbury.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Not according to John Halls.
Sorry, there's another name I had. I've completely forgot to tell you lot. My boy Ted reminded me the other day that I wasn't called 30 back in the day. I was called Jimmy Edwards.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We've heard this before.
Yeah, I
you
remember
heard
that.
it before,
Yeah,
yeah? Alright,
yeah.
cool.
Run it. No,
Jimmy Edwards.
Issues told me you was called Jimmy Edwards against your will.
Yeah.
But before we start talking about format, and getting into this, Specs, the top 3 Australian football players of all time.
All right, you're asking me right now?
Yeah.
Right, let's go with Harry Kewell,
Above number 1.
Viduka.
Number 2.
Viduka's number 2. And number 3,
I don't understand.
I'm going to go with my little cousin,
Yeah.
Garang.
Yeah.
Is it Garang? Yeah.
It's your little cousin, but you don't know his name. Yeah. Not Tim Cahill.
Not Tim
I've got loads of little cousins, by the way, but he plays for Newcastle.
Yeah. Tim Cahill, Mark Schwarzer.
But Tim Cahill, he was like a goal hanger from midfield.
Kinda, yeah, yeah.
Late Crushings, yeah.
Tim Cahill was good, yeah. I was going to say Winston Reid, but he's New Zealandish.
He's New Zealand, yeah.
There's you said Lucas Neal, right?
No, he's from New Zealand.
Brett,
No, he's Australian. He's Australian.
Where's Brett?
Yeah, Lucas Neal.
Brett Emerton, where's he from?
Australia?
Aaron Moy.
Aaron Moy was good, yeah, but only for one season.
And of course, Christian Vieri.
T.
Don't count.
Don't do that. Don't do that to my heart.
He's Australian.
Yeah, but he
And I
played for
think
Italy.
he might be Brett Emerton's cousin or something.
By the way, you know what's like Christian Vieri? And no cussing? Boovy.
Yeah.
It's a great shout.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's not bad.
That's a
Oh,
great
wow.
shout,
It's
bro.
not bad, yeah.
Wow, where did you get that from?
I saw Vieri and I was like, that's Boovy.
Big face.
Yeah.
Boovy looks like Christian Vieri.
Let's get into format. Today we're going to be just discussing how we're going to make next season better than this season. Because just quickly, Specs out of 10 this season.
Ooh. Of all the live games I've watched, honest to God, I've napped like midway and I've never used to do it before.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a 4, you know.
Jordy,
6.
Miles.
No, 5, because Newcastle and and the Forest and the Villas and all that, they've been decent.
Yeah,
so five.
they've been the value, really. Miles?
I'll say a 6 as well. 6.
I will probably go closer to 4 or 5. This season just will not stand. I will not remember this season.
How long has Liverpool been top 4?
Basically the whole period.
I actually want to go up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give it a 7.
7? Even though you're
Your club is
in the relegation zone.
That's not what it's about, man.
What's it about?
Entertainment.
And you think this has been an entertaining season?
I've watched a lot of games that shouldn't be good on paper. Be good.
Like.
Brentford and Brighton.
Okay, so that's my mistake as well. Them kind of games you're saying I should have focused on.
But the thing of it is you're right, and there are loads of games around those regions of really good teams playing against each other. But Premier League football is about stakes. It's not just Rey Mysterio versus Billy Kidman because they will do sick jumping, flipping moves. It's because the title's on the line. If the title's not on the line, you're not tuned in. So when Brighton are playing Brentford and it's good and it's 2-2 and Wissa's going and Welbeck's going, so I really enjoy this. But the main event is going to be Man City versus Liverpool. I can't wait. That didn't happen this year. The main event never happened this year.
But
No, it didn't.
Forest beat, I want to say Brighton like 7-0. And then
What a game.
Bournemouth beat Forest, I think, like 5-0. And these have storylines to them. They're fighting for Europe.
Yeah, there's storylines, but there's no
It's
title
not-
on the line.
That's intercontinental stuff.
It's barely European.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not-
watching something though.
Yeah, but
No, don't get me. But this season always going to have a bit.
So
of that.
let's swap the Intercontinental for the World Championship this year. Let's put the World Championship.
lower.
I think
Yeah,
Liverpool have
let's
done
swap
that.
it.
I think Liverpool have done
They
that.
Triple H. Remember
think-
Triple H's long reign?
Yeah, I think Liverpool slyly have got the SmackDown title when really they want the Raw title. I think Liverpool somehow, and this might be because we're in London or because this feels like the COVID year.
I think you're being
or
rude.
because the team's been top the whole season. We've just been waiting for them to be champions. This feels like the emptiest title, and it's not
It's not.
because
it's big for them because
It's
obviously
massive.
They never got to.
No, it's
They
big.
never got to parade their
just
their first
feels rubbish.
It's big. No, it does. You're right, but it's big for a couple reasons. Like, first of all, they didn't sign no one. Second of all, it's their 20th,
and they got a new manager.
and the COVID thing. And yeah, it's my man's first season.
Yeah, first season
Like,
still.
That's 4 good points there.
But like Tego said, there was no main event. There was no Man City when they played Arsenal.
Arsenal
it was
still
too
has
early in the
it's
season.
like
We still even played them.
and then
yet.
the title race is done
Yeah,
by
it's
the time.
Yeah,
they
but
play.
you know what? Let me tell you something. If I win the belt, I won the belt. If my opponent is a prick, I've still won the belt.
Yeah, but for spectators, but for us that bought tickets, what do we want? What do we
Yeah,
watch?
Where do we
and
watch it? That's the
unmemorable
thing.
title reigns are not satisfying, and this could be an unmemorable.
So, what's your most
title reign.
memorable? Like just freestyling right now. Name a memorable title reign. Then.
I would say that first of all, this ain't a title reign yet. So we'll see if Liverpool come next year on some
Okay, sorry. Let's say title win.
the most. I would say this and the COVID one are the least, and that was Liverpool. Leicester's obviously the most memorable because that's outrageous.
Aguero moment.
Aguero. I would say is less so about what is above it and more so the fact that every title win might be above this one.
Are we not being harsh? I don't want to do this. I hate Liverpool more than everyone here. If I'm honest.
This season they got so much wrong. Not Liverpool. Liverpool did everything they needed to do. Quality. Virgil van Dijk, Mo Salah. Finally, run of games, win the league. Love it. The Champions League places now. The teams that are competing for it, they don't play each other in the last. There's a lot of teams compete. They don't
Yeah,
play
do
each
you remember
other.
that? That used to happen. Remember
This
when
is poor.
Liverpool and City were playing the Champions League, like semi-finals or quarter-finals, what it was. And then they'll play each other for...
for top 4.
That used to be
Yeah, so
hard.
like, now man's entertained. Like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
and so now we're looking at Villa, Newcastle, Chelsea, City, Forest, all competing for those spots. They don't play each other.
how many times have you come to my house to watch a game?
Oh no.
He lived very far.
No, but come on.
No, even though I know what he means though. No, I haven't done that.
Do you know what I'm saying? We watched one game, was Villa and someone, remember? Villa and United.
No, it was
Yeah,
It was Villa Chelsea.
Villa Chelsea.
Which is one of the games that matters.
Yeah, and it was a good game.
There wasn't a good game.
It was a good game.
So the top 4 race now is because everybody
Top 5, yeah.
top 5. The relegation's already happened.
Yeah.
Those guys are out, so there's no relegation battle.
Which is, again, and that there is bad.
Bad, terrible.
Well, we'll talk about that. But I just wanted to just kind of lay the foundations of, as a football fan, there's stuff to enjoy about this season. Like I said, Villa have been fun the second half of the season. First half of the season, not fun. Liverpool were fun first half of the season because you didn't know how long it was going to last. Second half of the season, not fun because it was like just inevitable. I don't think they were enjoying the wins. They didn't play like a team enjoying the wins. Newcastle have been fun.
Arsenal weren't fun.
Arsenal were not fun for a
being
second.
honest. No, I didn't-
in the Champions League they were fun, but
No,
not in the Premier
Champions
League.
League-
That Real Madrid, if that one was your game,
Oh, we'd be
if
finished.
Rice doesn't do that, there's no vibe from Arsenal. this
None
year.
whatsoever.
Yeah,
we've been
no.
poor all season. Nothing to talk about. League form has been bad. We haven't played good football.
So let me ask you this.
Bad injuries.
So if Arsenal win the Champions League now, despite having a shocking, boring season, what are we saying?
That doesn't change the Premier League season, though.
Yeah, it doesn't change
And to
that.
me, I will always be Premier League first. I don't like the Champions League format this year. I don't think it's added anything.
Oh yeah, the format.
Yeah, the format's killed it. It's killed it.
And I do think Arsenal still are going to struggle to win the Champions League, but hopefully they do.
So we're hoping next year we get some changes, right?
That's what we're going to talk about today.
That's just the way it is.
We're going to talk about how we would
Things will never be the same.
fix
Right,
this
can I go first?
once I've introduced the panel.
Ding,
From my left, first on the panel, he's going to be flying out at some point, maybe on his birthday.
Somewhere.
Maybe to Dubai, maybe somewhere else.
Yeah, right.
We're going to hear 3 places that are on his shortlist. His name's Miles Fearon.
AKA the best looking guy on YouTube.
Top 3. What's your shortlist?
Barcelona.
Okay.
Heard
What?
You could do a lot there. You could City Life.
We've been there.
Bars.
We've been there twice.
Beach, yeah.
They got beaches. You
Yeah.
could do a lot in Barcelona.
We've been there twice, and you was invited.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did
but I
come.
didn't want to go with you guys. This is a solo trip.
We're not going again, are
Are
we?
you going Barcelona as a solo trip?
Just for my birthday. You said.
Okay.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Go on.
Either way, Barcelona. Why you? It's my.
No,
my
don't
vision.
don't get distracted.
Because you're the same guy that tried to go to Dubai the other day and couldn't get in. Because your passport was ripped.
No worries, I'll send you a video
That's
tomorrow.
immature.
We'll see who gets in tomorrow. Let's see who gets in tomorrow.
No, calm down, man.
Let's see who gets in tomorrow.
Why did you go?
Just
though?
answer your phone.
I'm going for
Calm
my
down.
birthday. You went for your birthday to
Yeah.
see your kids. They missed your birthday.
My birthday's. I moved my birthday. My birthday's on Wednesday now. I moved it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
So you was
I'll-
with me on your birthday.
I'll give you a
What's
birthday
number
video.
2 on your shortlist?
I went to go Dubai.
Are you kidding me? Barcelona and Dubai. Oh, how extravagant. Come at something. Come at, make a mommy look and be, oh, I want to DM him now. Go on.
New York. Manhattan, man.
So what you're saying is the next place Specs goes
I'm
to,
having
the
an
last
advert.
place we all went
No,
to, and the
my
place
nose-
where we
my
had a
nose running.
conversation earlier where I went on my birthday.
We ready?
Yeah.
Is his intro finished?
No.
Oh, let me go back out again.
No, Miles has been FaceTime. He hasn't FaceTime you this week, has he?
you can, I dare him to.
Bro, my FaceTime's ringing. It's Miles. I thought, this don't happen much, so I should answer. Otherwise, I would have ignored it. Bro, he's on the Stairmaster saying, Jordy, I'm just showing you I do cardio. I said, brother, get off my phone right now.
Just to let you know.
Haven't we talked about this Stairmaster thing?
Yeah, but he's not on there, man. He should be on there more.
The girls are saying you should get off there.
The girls are probably telling you that should be on there.
Oh, wow.
That was such a low blow to the beautiful women we aspire to be.
Aspire to be.
What's wrong?
Cool.
Yeah.
They're on the Stairmaster. It's good for everybody. It's good cardio, man. It's good for your heart rate. It's good for your
That's
health.
cardio, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's good. Regardless, you going
You're
on the
doing
Stairmaster.
it for back off, though.
No, I'm doing it for cardio, bro.
Is his intro finished?
I'm going to end it there. Next on the panel, he's got cork lips. His name's Specs Gonzalez.
Cool clips. Oh, this. What do you think of this hat, by the way?
Terrible.
I know you like. I
No,
know you like it.
I like. So, all right, cool. I think if you had that on your store and you were doing a couple festival hosting appearances, I could see people paying for it and taking it to festivals.
That's what I like about Tigo.
You're a business man.
Tigo's he's a businessman. I like him. That's why I've liked Tigo from day one.
You didn't like him from day one.
No,
Yeah, I did.
no, for day one we were cool. Jordy, what cork is that?
It's wood.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay, Italian or
Vite Colt.
okay.
I thought of something.
Go.
On your story this weekend, it was your birthday weekend.
Yeah.
You was in a field by yourself, no dog.
So yeah, you saw that.
What does that say to you, boys?
Leg swinging.
You had a sad birthday.
Yeah, your birthday was bad.
No, it wasn't. I went for a walk.
It's an inspirational thing to do to go for a walk in the field.
See, the caption was, I need a dog.
Yeah, but dogs are fun in fields.
You are a snake, by the way.
Why is that?
Because I was going to get a dog. You told me not to get a dog and got a dog.
Ask me today if you should get a dog.
No, I see. I
Go
can see,
ask it.
I can see your trousers legs.
Exactly.
Should Jordy get a dog?
No,
Right, let me ask you this.
Go on.
When you saw my story, why didn't you say, Specs, come and take Gimme?
bro.
Give me.
You know
I
what?
forgot.
I thought about it, but I thought I'm not going to influence.
Because
that.
Gimmy's racist. That's why. You know? That
dog's scared, man.
T,
He is
let's
racist.
go, T.
She don't like anybody. It's not race.
Give me hates everyone.
Anyway, Specs Gonzalez.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to be back on the FML. It's my last episode before I go and see the kids in Dubai. So yeah, man. I just can't wait to get rid of you. Like, I'm sick and tired of you. And this summer, we're gonna have a patchy relationship.
Yeah, but we've had a patchy one since day one.
No, we've been close, but I'm fed up with you now.
Because of your interaction at RB Slow Jams.
Oh,
today.
that just came up in my head right now.
Yeah, man. I don't like when like if Jordy says to me, "Specs, we on today? I'm going here. I'm coming." Jordy comes and that's it. Miles, he does this thing where, nah, I'm not going there. Then ring Dazza. Where are you, man? Then ring me. Oh, you on your way? Then ring Dazza.
I never rang
Then
you.
ring me. Then ring Dazza.
It was all
Then
Dazza.
ring me. Then ring
It was
Dazza.
all Dazza. I don't
Like,
ring you.
what is all this?
It was all Dazza.
What
I
is
rang
all this,
Dazza.
T?
Dazza was like, yeah, man, just roll, man.
Miles is indecisive.
I've witnessed this though. He does ring Specs a lot. I've witnessed this. Yes.
You think he doesn't phone me?
No, but before an event, he doesn't do that before
Before an event, you are
No,
annoying.
no, I've seen you do this. Specs, where are you? Where are you? How many people are there? What are you wearing?
What's Miles like
you
at
don't.
events?
I chilled, bro.
Oh, at events, if things don't go his way, I'm going home. No, nobody. My house is 20 minutes. Listen, we can be in Heathrow. My house is 20 minutes. I know a way to get to my house in 20 minutes. I'm leaving now.
You thought it was actually 20 minutes
It's very
away.
close to
It's
it.
very close.
And he looks at me, right? Because he's waiting for me to be like, no, don't go. So he says it again, but he taps you. I'm going home. No eye contact. I said I'm going home.
That was the worst person to do that to, because that was like, go on then. Like,
That's
go.
just like, go.
That's when you froze.
No, I didn't even say I'm going home. I said if this is getting too much.
Promise me you didn't
thinking
say
of
I'm going
cutting.
home.
No, I said this is getting too much. I'll just cut.
Do you know what? All right. This is where your stinker is. Do you know what he done? Do you know what he done? Do you know what? So when he got his wristband to go VIP, ooh,
It wasn't even about the VIP.
he comes up to me after saying going home.
Flashing his wristband.
You believe this? You believe this? You are an NBL though. You are an NBL, you know. You look at you are an NBL, you
not
know.
laughing.
You're a liar, bro.
He's rattled.
You're
Watch
a
this.
liar.
Another thing as well.
He's such a liar.
Miles does this thing, yeah. I've clocked, yeah. When his head goes, he gets his phone out and pretends he's ringing the promoter. Taser.
No, I never phoned. Taser was on stage.
The boss.
This can't happen. Is he mad? Nah, man. I'm not a dickhead.
He
I'm
was-
from
he-
Northwest.
He was rattled outside though. He was
Miles,
rattled- he
hold
was
on.
rattled outside.
So I've said to Taser. Like, answer the phone. Miles calls. He's like, Miles didn't ring me. So watch this. Who was you calling, Miles?
I didn't ring Taser. I didn't even
could
message
show
him.
us-
Who was you
You
calling?
could show
to
us,
get
you
here?
could show us your outgoing calls
Miles,
though, for
who
that
did you
day.
call
What was
day?
the date? What was the date?
Miles, who did you call that day
I
outside?
didn't try phone Taser. That's the
So
thing.
I'm asking you, who
I
did
didn't
you
try
call?
phone anyone.
It was last Monday. It was bank
I
holiday
didn't try phone
Monday.
anyone. I didn't try phone anyone. You know the reason why I didn't try phone Taser because when we looked, Taser was already on the stage.
Was the
no
so the phone wasn't to your ear?
No, why am I gonna phone
Oh,
Taser?
my
Taser's
God.
on the stage.
You're in denial.
But before we move on from this anecdote, how was Ashanti?
She was great. She was class.
Shanty was fantastic. It was a great announcement. By the way, Taser and Chucky actually got something great going on.
Yeah, you're about a year and
Yeah,
a
you're
half,
about
2 years
2
late.
years
from
late.
And
that
you've been to
announcement.
every event.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never focused on them on the stage because the crowd's amazing.
Mark said they're millionaires.
I hate that tweet.
Why?
I hate that tweet.
Why?
I hate that tweet. I hate stuff like that.
Oh, you're a hater.
Successful people.
The man them hate it as well.
I like it. You know I like it.
Miles got a phone call about that tweet, by the way.
The phone call. Wait.
Yeah, he did. Like, that
Nearly
tweet
did. He said he nearly did. He said he nearly did.
No, I said, yeah, he did. He got a phone call.
From who?
I'm not going to say, it's not my business to say, but he got a phone call. Them kind of tweets
Tax
stink.
man.
So Mark's in trouble.
Well, he got told off. He got told off.
But I like it because, see, they had you on Shea Bro talk about 200K. It's the same thing as the internet.
Yeah, they said we'll take any amount.
Internet will take
Say
any
a
amount.
number,
Any
say a
amount.
number.
From my left makes $1 billion a week.
Yeah, well, yeah, close.
Yeah,
Close.
and the internet will run with it.
Yeah.
If I tweet now, just made 900K off FML. Shade Bar, there's a conversation on the internet.
Yeah, but I'll quote tweet and say he's lying because I never get that.
No, but what I'm saying is the
Ooh.
internet.
He is lying though. That's
Yeah, I'm
the thing.
Yeah, no, but
Leave.
He's looking for it.
He's the guy in the shape bar comments. That can't be true.
I'm saying he is lying. Nah, I don't like the money tweets, man. I don't like anything to do with money.
But it's all blown out of proportion.
Yeah, it's terrible. I
Do you
don't
know
like
on
it, man.
Google it says Specs Gonzalez was worth $3 million?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we believe that though.
And I'm on me. A couple of meets are like, oh my god, come on, man.
Net worth isn't how much money's in your bank account. Stop lips in that cork. Stop lips in that cork.
I love it, man. It's just knocking back on my lips, boy.
Oh,
I'm a bowl cat now. I'm a bowl cat now.
Oh God. Yeah, no. Net worth is about potential earnings, value of assets. So you could be worth 3
How much mine is worth?
You're gonna Google your net worth. By the way, I asked ChatGPT about you the other day. It didn't know you.
is it?
So ask about yourself then. No. Chat GPT.
When he gets upset, you see what
I
he's
see
upset because I'm
the
telling the
option.
truth.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
upset.
It's fine.
It could
It's
be-
fine.
That could be fine.
Unfortunately, I'm all over Google.
My phone's here.
Go on, don't do it. Do it.
My phone's here. It's
He
fine.
must be a billionaire now and there.
No, ChatGPT doesn't say that.
Who is Tego Siegel? Tego Siegel is a British media producer, podcast host, and digital strategist known for his influential role. That's enough, man. You wrote this.
You wrote
Yeah,
this,
that's
you
enough.
wrote
That's-
No. Do you mean
Never
that,
written
Jordy?
about
No,
myself.
I don't want to know this one.
Who is
looking
Miles? Are you sure I should do this, Miles?
Of course you should. This is evidence. He can't just say one thing and expect to just believe it. It doesn't work like that.
Who is Miles Fearon? Searching the web.
Make it keep searching.
There it is.
There it is.
There are no notable individuals.
I need to see it.
Named Miles Fearon.
Let me see it.
Oh my God. Oh, got you. You're number 2 though. There's a number 1 AV manager at starcom.uk.
That's not good.
Miles
not
Fearon,
good.
presenter and content creator. An individual named Miles Fearon, known online as Mileage UK, is a presenter, actor, and engages online across multiple platforms.
So you lied to ChatGPT because you're not.
Oh my
an
God.
actor.
Followers should subscribe to his YouTube channel from my left.
Come on, man.
Nah, that's big. That's big. That's big.
We're outside. We've been putting in work.
That's big.
How long
still.
have you known me for?
8 years.
8 years. We've been putting in work, bro.
Bro, his legs up, you know.
I sit.
It's changed, man.
This is where I sit when but when I'm really comfortable, I sit like
Look, now
this.
he's got a semi.
Tucking it in.
Hey, tucking it in. Stop that. I'm not tucking it in. Let me tuck it out.
Raw.
Oh, God. But anyway, I'm getting hot, so on to the next panel.
Let me tuck it out.
Next on the panel, he is back from Thailand. That was a couple of weeks ago, but it's obviously the holiday of a lifetime because he's been sending people pictures of hotels and stuff. His name's Jordy.
You're a liar. Actually, I did, and he ignored me. But he goes. I went to Wembley to watch Palace. I'm 3-0 at Wembley. The team I've gone to support has never lost.
You went with Joe Walker.
Yes, and Joe Walker's mob. Me and Scully almost wore the same jacket. Luckily, I knew to not wear that jacket. Otherwise, we would have looked shit.
I know what jacket.
Because there's only 2 people in that,
I know
2
what
black
jacket
people in
is.
that mob.
I know
It would
what
have been me and
jacket is.
Scully.
Is it the gaffer one?
Nah, it's the patter one. The gaffer, that's too heavy.
And you ran into a mutual friend of ours
E-man.
who had dogs.
What E-man?
This E-man right here.
Emmanuel.
You guys don't know, but I'm breaking a full. We got an E-man that works behind camera. I bumped into him behind the stall at Wembley. He ran up to me, said, if you want a free sausage roll, I got you. I didn't see you again, by the way. And he's had 3 dogs. One pushed him down the stairs.
And his dad gave to a homeless person.
Wait, stop.
Your
Okay,
dog
hold
pushed
on.
you down the stairs.
Hold on. You got a dog? What, family dog? Well, Africans in 2025 have changed. That wasn't a thing.
It wasn't.
His age.
That's what I said.
His dad gave one to a homeless
His
man.
dad told him he's taking it to the vets. Never came back with it. Years later, they found out his dad gave it
I
to a
don't think
homeless
that's
man.
even. Yeah.
What's
not
your
allowed.
dog? What's your dog's name? Which one? The one that he gave away. Rico. Your dad called. Oh, okay. Is your dad dog caught the accent? Yeah. Is he one of them dads?
What was
No,
the
is
breed of the dog?
He's had 2 German shepherds and 1 white one, he said.
Black people don't like German shepherds. That's not our dog.
Actually, they do. In Africa, they are. We use them outside for the.
The compound.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. We like that, and we like what wheelers.
Have you still got your cat?
Oh, Basil's gone years
Basil's
ago,
long
man.
gone, yeah.
Is it?
We gave
Yeah.
Basil a RIP message.
Yeah, man. Can we right now?
Well, yeah, that's the panel. And today we're going to be analysing and suggesting fixes for the Premier League for next season.
Can I just say something before we
Yeah,
start?
Go on. And we love the Premier League, by the way.
You know, that's my word. I hate seeing that.
Emil, man.
I hate seeing that.
I
What,
slept
just
with
like-
the
Just
fan.
creased up, loose tissue.
I slept with a fan on, man. Sorry, but
That's a mistake.
there's one thing that needs to stop, and I need to make this very clear to footballers and ex-pros. You have to put an end to thinking you could just jump on this space and do the podcast thing.
Oh, wow.
and call your friends to jump on the podcast and take all of our views. It's not fair.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
This is a new thing. All footballers now, they've watched our work for the last 10 years and said, you know what? We've got the money, we've got the links. Let's just go on these podcasts, call our friends, and pretend I don't know you.
Yeah.
Evro, you remember that time in the changing room? But guys, move for me. Move from my screen now.
Pretend like I don't know you. It's
It
crazy.
never hits the same with footballers.
It doesn't
talking
hit
to
the
footballers.
same. Because you lot are boys, it hits.
Yeah.
Well, you say that the overlap is firing.
Yeah, but overlap is not, I don't see it as like a football pod.
It is, bro.
I see that as
It's like a show.
it's like a show.
Ben Foster's
I can see
podcast.
that.
Watching
Guys-
different bits.
Nah, T, it's not a football
I
pod,
know what he
man.
means. I know what he means, man.
I'm talking about in this space, like this, like here.
Obi Mikel.
Obi
Legs,
Mikel.
legs out.
Obi Mikel. You know, Jose Mourinho, remember when he touched my knee that time in the team? Oh yeah, I would have that. Bro, boys, no.
You know why I don't hit the same? Because obviously we're fans, innit? We're fans of the game, innit? So we're asking the footballers questions
Yeah.
that the fans want to ask.
All right, let's do some self-reflection now, though. Are we haters?
I'm haters for footballers on podcasts, yes.
Oh, footballers having their own podcasts.
Yes.
No, because you need them on this podcast.
Who? No, footballers can come on a podcast as guests.
Okay.
But to run your own show and call footballers for your own show?
All right, cool. So what should the footballer do
Brother, footballer,
after he cuts?
he now needs to go into of all the 24 properties they bought throughout their whole career. They go into investment. They go and start building Dubai or whatever. They go into that world of property or find. They're rich. They got to come here. This is our space. This is what we created. This is ours. It's for the culture. It's for the culture. You're killing me. Remember, I'm chatting to footballers now. So I'm saying to a footballer, yo, bro, yeah, you know, come on this football, come and chat to the boys. Not just us. All these other podcasts you're seeing. Yeah, but, you know, I might go on Rio's one. What?
Oh, this is specifically a shot at Rio.
Any of them footballers. It could be Rio, it could be Troy Deeney,
Paddy Kenny?
it could be Paddy McNair, it could be Scott McTominay in 10 years. You're not going on a pod. Sorry, you're not starting your own
Unfortunately,
pod.
that trend is not going to end. He's only going to get more football players starting podcasts.
I don't mind when they have their own show and they're just talking to their friends about it. But when they bring on guests, sometimes I don't like it.
So you're saying that's one of the things you change about
That's
next
a good
season?
point.
Yeah.
Footballers, bring your boys, bring your dazzers.
That's what Ben Foster did.
Yeah.
Ben Foster I like. Because Ben Foster, I feel like that is like, the other guys that are there, I don't know them. So it's a bit more, But when I'm seeing footballers, school footballers, and they're dropping stories, only they know. Because they're footballers.
Yeah. For example, like you said, Troy Deeney. Like him and his boys talking about football. Like
Class.
That'll be class. Because
Because
obviously
he
they know.
had that show.
So
Yeah,
where's,
him
okay,
and his
where's,
man
so,
them.
so Rio, where's his bedroom?
Yeah, get the man
Joe.
them.
No, Joe's class.
Yeah, he's class.
That's not Rio's bedroom. Where's Rio's bedroom from when he was at West Ham and all that? Where's his boys?
I mean, they exist, but you got to think, if you're at Manchester United for 15 years, they become your boys. That's your boys now.
So you're saying to me when Rio joined Man United from Leeds, Joe was his boy them times?
No,
Yeah, right.
no.
Huh?
He's saying the guys on, like the guys, his mates are probably on overlap.
Yeah, like Patrice Evra is
Yeah,
his mate.
like they're busy.
Gee, everyone's got a Dazza. You got a Nelka. He's got Bob. You got Cheeks, your cousin. We've all got our one. You know what I mean? Come on, T.
So what are you saying? You want to see a holiday breakdown of Rio and his off-camera guy?
Who's on Ree's bedroom?
That's
I
a
don't know if-
great
Who's in your right
question.
bedroom?
It's a great question.
Who are your footballers? Who are your boys?
That's a big one. So they do the show. So they get the football guests, but their boys
Oh,
come.
they don't have friends.
They do have friends.
Ian Wright doesn't have friends. Is that what you're saying?
Where are they?
It's taking a turn.
They've got friends, man.
You're being spiteful now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
I
taking a
don't know
turn.
where
Honestly, yeah.
I don't know where this is going. Man. You're going somewhere else.
It's going
now.
where Specs wants it to go.
This is going left now. This is going left now.
It's taking a turn.
Footballers, if you're going to do a podcast, let's see me. I want to see you and your boys.
So shout out Troy Deeney then, because he actually did that.
What?
He had a podcast, just him and his boys.
Who's his boy?
That's sick.
And Ben Foster.
Oh, he did that?
Yeah.
Class. And Ben Foster?
Yeah, still going.
Yeah,
Who
so
else?
if they bring that back and then bring on a football guest so your boys can interact with the footballers as well,
That's exactly what Troy Deeney
that's,
did.
yeah, then that's
Is
class.
it?
Then he's ahead of the curve.
Amazing. So Troy D, footballers have to do podcasts like Troy,
Troy
D.
Deeney
Like Ben Foster.
And Ben
and
Foster.
Ben Foster, yeah.
Yeah? Is that fair?
All right,
I
cool.
mean, it's fair. It's fair. It's funny because in the NBA, it's just a lot of basketball players doing podcasts
On Zoom.
all the time. Yeah, it's too much in the NBA, and it's current players as
Bro,
well.
what are you doing?
Yeah, I can't handle this.
Bro, I hate it. I hate it
you'll
so
get-
You
much.
want to have a turn?
You get punched up by your hat.
I like it.
Go on, Jordy. You want to hit us with one?
Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein. All of yous. Just Just go.
Yeah, give us back our surprise transfers,
Yeah,
man.
just go, man.
The man is just tweeting about
The same thing.
everything.
Just
Basil.
recycled.
Rephrasing the
Yeah.
wording.
I just can't stand like everyone knows everything about a deal. Then when a man holds up a shirt, we got to act surprised. It's not fun.
Do you know what I was thinking? Because you know what makes me laugh? They don't just only tweet. They got YouTube videos too.
Yeah,
TikTok
Yeah.
as well.
yeah.
David
TikTok.
Olsen's
They're
in his,
everywhere.
David Olsen is in his small house.
No, don't do that.
It's small where he is.
No.
It's small. He's got a mansion.
Yes.
Oh, he's got a mansion. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why did you show us the house then? If you want to be in your house doing that, show us the
You know
house.
what it is? My thing is, my problem is not with Ornstein. Ornstein don't tweet as much.
Right, because it's Arsenal.
No, it's not even that. He don't. No, Fabrizio is the one. Ornstein don't really tweet as much. If you go look, he don't really tweet as much.
Can I just say-
Fabrizio is there every second of the day.
I don't get starstruck a lot. I was once at an Anthony Joshua press event and David Ornstein was right there. And this is back when people didn't really know David Ornstein like that. I remember saying to Steve, David Ornstein. And Steve being like, I was fully gassed.
If
met him.
you walked in right now, I'd say wrong.
I met him.
No, you
You
know
say
David
right room,
Ornstein.
sit down.
On God, I wouldn't know. If you walked in right now, I'd say, brother, wrong.
Nah, you know his
really?
face.
He's
You know his
short. He's
face.
short, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Does he hate Fabrizio? Do you think?
No.
I think they're in different industries, by the way.
Just about to
David
say, two
Ornstein's on the
different spaces.
Athletic doing real journalism. And David Ornstein did all sports as well, by the way. Fabrizio Romano is just a guy who tweets obvious stuff.
I need them to stop.
Yeah, I agree.
What was Fabrizio's breakout year? When did he just turn into this guy? All of a sudden?
Lockdown.
I reckon COVID. Yeah. Bring back teletext. Bring back Yellow Bar. Bring back Sol Campbell coming out the bushes.
I would say we should put a cap on the amount of people allowed to talk about transfers. He gets all his transfer rumors from AFTV.
FTV.
No,
That's
I don't even
annoying.
watch them. Don't know watch.
Miles.
What an
Miles.
AFTV rumor in the group the other day.
Miles.
That was just to piss you lot off. It's an 18-year-old. But anything AFTV, I don't.
You put the worst transfer links. I remember there was one time in our
Oh,
old
with
groups-
Cedric Suarez.
No, just bare. It's like God linked to Arsenal. It's like Miles, why are you putting that in the
Is he
group?
gonna
Would
win us a trophy?
would this be a good transfer?
What's the worst thing Miles has ever said to you?
Steve-O, you've got a big one.
He does that all the time.
Oh, you're deflecting.
Why are you talking about? I'm comfortable with my sexuality.
I'm comfortable as well.
No, you're not.
I am. Your lips in the cook right now, so you're more than comfortable.
Of course, I'm more than comfortable.
I know.
Yeah, I agree with you. Transfers need to be brought under control.
Would you?
The cork or wear the hat?
What do you mean with the hat?
Yeah, with the hat or without that.
Oh, with the hat on. Imagine that hat on.
Oh God, you've got yeah. All right, audience, we've got him. Clip that part. Don't put my part in.
I think I don't know how do we fix transfers though?
Go back to Yellow Bar, man.
Or do we let managers take over transfers?
Yes. Forget this sporting director thing.
Because that's what's happening.
I think managers should be solely responsible for the bad transfer they make.
Yeah.
So they can't palm it off to no one.
We're going through that right now.
Well, yeah, you've hired someone new.
Yeah, but even then, like, you lot won't let anyone take the blame. No one's to blame for you lot's mess.
No, it's Arteta.
You lot need a new left back despite having 7 left backs on the roster,
we're gonna get-
allegedly.
we're gonna get
and it's
that.
like Arteta's fault.
Do you know what?
Edu's
Yeah,
fault? Is it my fault?
Let the fans do the links first.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be.
And then Sky Sports say, Arsenal make an inquiry. Now everyone's like, oh, but the bid is for a next player.
Yeah, exactly. Throw us off the scent.
Do you think anyone's ever been signed because the fans want him? Like this is
Yes.
this is good.
Yes, Colin Kazim Richards,
Oh, the golden boy,
Coca-Cola kid.
Coca-Cola
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
I don't think Brighton fans chose him necessarily though, but that is what happened. The fans paid for him
Coca-Cola
basically.
kid. Who else was the Coca-Cola kid?
Me, I love that drink.
Tyrese.
Boys, what the fuck is Coca-Cola?
What's Tyrese?
What? Tyrese the singer?
Yeah.
What's
I
Coca-Cola?
was thinking
kid, bro?
Tyrese John Jules. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's a real Coca-Cola kid. He made a real career of Coca-Cola.
Always Coca-Cola, that.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm talking about just who blew off Coca-Cola. Tyrese was there.
Stop talking about Tyrese.
You guys are talking about Kazim.
Okay, because he just had a stroke. So let me change. Let me change.
That's not nice. That's not nice. That's not nice.
What's wrong with Miles?
Don't say nice.
Oi, my football manager. No, forget it.
Go on.
Coaches, no more yellow cards. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, yellow cards for coaches is bad.
Get the fuck out of
What
here.
is the point?
Unless your name's Arteta, you
What
can,
are you going to get 5
Why-
cards and
why-
a
yeah,
back?
like move, bro. Like no, so I'm saying like unless you're a head coach, you can get a yellow. All this like Austin McPhee, yellow card. Bro, get out of here, man.
I don't even see that. Honestly, when ref gives a coach yellow, I don't even know what's going on. I just see like, who's it to? Who? We can't see.
That's where Tyndall got. Did Tyndall get one?
Yeah.
Something we need to stop is the centre-backs receiving the ball from the keeper in the box.
So it's interesting.
I thought about that,
because there was a rule change around goal kicks a couple of years ago, and that meant that managers could now freely have possession from short goal kicks, receiving the ball in the box. The numbers and the odds and the averages say it's the best thing to do. It's worse to pump the ball up the pitch, have the ball turn over straight away, let the team come and attack you with players out of position, right? And everyone in the league pretty much has adopted that. That's the logical thing. The data says, let's do this. The lack of variety tactically in the Premier League now means it does feel like watching lower scales of the same team kind of. There's small nuances in the way they attack, but defensively and in those beginning bits, it's that same team.
It's even when you're kicking ball in the ends. That's what man are doing.
But it's because it makes sense though.
Even on FIFA. Bro, remember Pro? Yeah?
What?
We used to just send it.
FIFA, I do the same. Everyone goes short.
Bro, we go short now. I can't
Go
believe
short
it.
every time.
The
FIFA.
police officers are doing it when I play.
You have to.
And we don't have the fitness to run up and press. No risk, so now the guys drag and the game's slow now.
Yeah, but you know how much harder it is fitness-wise to punt the ball and not get it.
Flick on, bring back Niall Quinn, flick onto Kevin Phillips' volley. That's how you get goal of the month. Goal kicks create goal of the month,
he was a flick on king.
Dion Dublin.
Let me tell you, there's a player called Matthew Taylor.
Yes.
He played for Portsmouth.
Yeah.
You pump that ball,
And he gets it, man.
bounce half volley from 67,000 yards, top
Yep.
bins, and then that's an advert on Sky Sports.
For years to
It's
come.
an advert.
Yeah,
It's
but
gone now, T.
saying you want the ball in the air more so that you can see more volleys. I get it. I like it. But like, is fundamentally that's never going back. I don't think.
I don't like when the centre backs take the goal kick. That annoys me.
That doesn't happen.
Either
now,
way,
does it?
Yeah,
it
of
does
course,
still.
Gabriel takes the goal kicks all the time.
What, like in terms of like kick it up the field?
No, I'm just talking about
Short.
the short. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he plays it to Raya though, right?
No.
When he takes those short corners.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it's just like if you're gonna do that rule, we say outside the 18-yard box. Then
I ain't seen the keeper do that in time.
Yeah, go.
What? Oh, bro.
All right, speaking of keepers, I got one. I think that goalkeepers shouldn't count as subs.
I think that's not in the spirit of what we're doing, but I do agree.
Nah, I'm just trying to.
We're
change the
talking
game.
about ways to improve the
That
next
improves
season.
football because tactically, obviously, most managers use all five subs, right?
Yeah.
But at the back of their head, they know, okay, if my keeper goes down, I'm screwed. But a keeper should have his own sub. So if a
But
keeper
you know
goes
the
down, that's a
five.
keeper sub.
You know the 5 subs thing is another reason that the short passing exists.
Okay. How about this then? The subs should only be 3, back to 3.
No.
That way you don't see Tini coming on 80th minute for no reason.
I like 3.
T, 3 was
The
best.
5 subs has added a tactical element, but it has killed the last 10 minutes of games.
I like 3.
5 subs is only because we're playing more games of football. So we need to rotate.
Not everyone is.
Most of it though. That's the reason why. That's one of the
No,
reasons why.
look,
important
for
reasons.
the safety of players, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's why.
And for the tactical development of the league, it makes sense. But it has made the game less exciting. If you remember in COVID, remember I said at the beginning of COVID, when they come back, it's going to be 5 subs, and then by COVID's done, they will keep it. It will be 5 subs, and it happened. Now I'm looking at it, and for every reason that it makes sense, there is now a counter argument that actually is a negative for the entertainment of the sport. Like the short passing, the last 10 minutes of games, being able to like tactically reshuffle everything to say, right, we got a 1-goal lead, 3 players coming on to reshuffle, and everyone's fitter because last week it was the other 2 coming off and we're able to do this mass rotation. It is making defensively a lot easier for teams to kill games.
So 5 subs then.
I mean, if you go back to 3 subs, you're putting players at risk,
Nah, I don't want 3 subs. 3 subs is
but it
trash.
will make the game more entertaining.
It'll make it more tactical.
No, it will make it less tactical.
No, I'm talking about from a manager's
But
standpoint.
don't you want football
I'm
less
talking about
tactical?
from a manager standpoint.
You don't want football less tactical?
So that's a question.
I think it'll
That's
make it more
probably the
tactical.
biggest question that football, but especially the Premier League faces in the next couple of years is: do you want football to be less tactical?
I want players to have creative freedom. I want players to make decisions themselves. That's what makes players stand out from other players. I think now, no offense, but every player looks the same, and it looks like, for example, if Arsenal, City, or Liverpool bring in a youngster that fills in for someone that's injured,
He's doing the
they
same
just
thing.
got to do this. They're just going to do the same thing that the player was doing. So I now can't tell the difference. Now, no offense to some of the youngsters we're seeing, but everything is so systematic, and I hate
This is
it
why
with
Klopp.
passion.
This is why Klopp was one of the top managers, because he didn't do that systematic thing that everyone else followed Pep.
Yeah, he did.
He did it. No,
Well, he had his own system.
No. He didn't do the Pep thing.
Yeah, he
Everyone's
did.
doing the Pep thing.
Yeah, but his thing was, if you didn't, you couldn't still be yourself in his system.
No. You had to be Klopp's
That's the
version
problem.
of you.
You had to press, you had to run.
Yeah, you had to run.
Yeah.
You definitely had to run. But Pep, I think Pep would take away your whole identity.
Like Zidane couldn't play in the Premier like that, and that's embarrassing.
No, because Zidane would just pick 11 and you lot just do your thing. Same,
No.
Ancelotti does the same thing now.
No, I'm saying Zidane can't play in the Premier right now.
No, not manage, play.
Oh, play. Oh,
That is crazy to me.
Neymar couldn't play in the Prem.
Neymar couldn't play. Ronaldinho couldn't play in the Prem. That is crazy to me.
like, they could play in the Prem, but it just... they could play.
Who is sacrificing for a great creative player today in the Premier League?
No one.
No one.
Nah, they could play.
No one.
How?
Okay, they can.
How?
If they play, they have
Ronaldinho
to
could play in
sacrifice
the
their
Prem.
identity. They'd
Well,
have
he
to play.
Do you think Ronaldinho?
But you adapt to Ronaldinho.
Do you
though.
think? Do you want to watch Ronaldinho, Zidane, and Neymar pressing? Every 5
Zidane
minutes?
could play in the Prem all day now. All
For
day.
who? Where?
All day.
Where?
He'll be in the
How?
midfield. He'll dictate. So whatever Kevin De Bruyne and Silva's doing now, Zidane will do that tenfold.
completely different, bro. He's making a good point.
I think Zidane will sit.
Prime Zidane will never be a 6. I'm talking about Prime
Prime
Zidane.
Zidane was a 6.
No, but he would never be a 6 in this system. No way. No way. No chance. No chance. He's an 8 at least.
At
You
8.
don't-
at
we've
least.
confirmed you don't know what an 8 is, by the way.
At 8,
This
Zidane.
this has been 100% confirmed that he does not know what
But
an 8
okay,
is.
but hear what I'm saying to you, right? Zidane, and I hate this because obviously I know there's a lot of young people watching that don't know, but Zidane was that player that just walked around the pitch and done his own thing, which made him great. Very slowly, at his own way, his own pace.
But he was that good. He
right.
slowed the game
but
down.
in today
He
now,
was
you
that
don't
good.
that player don't exist no more. You can't do that in the Prem now.
I've seen Modric do it.
Modric is one of the hardest
talking about?
working
What's he talking
non-stop
about?
players
In the Prem
ever.
In the Prem today, there's no player that's just doing his own thing.
No one's got creative freedom in the Prem.
It's true.
Not one player.
Bruno. I don't think Bruno. I would say
Bruno's close, but Bruno still has to put a shift.
Bruno's a systematic.
He still has to
player.
put a shift in.
Man United are 15.
He has to put in a shift, but I
But
think
you're not
Bruno,
the 15th, it's true.
yeah, no, that's fine. But I'm just saying, as a player individual, I don't think he
If
goes
Bruno
to.
joins a proper team, he doesn't. He's not allowed to shoot from those angles.
That's a fact.
But he's doing it though. But now you're not giving me semantics. You say a player who's doing it. He's doing it. Now you're telling me.
No, but you
he's
got
about
to say a
15,
player that's doing it and it's helping the
And I
team.
would argue that he's not doing that.
But if you never had Bruno,
just
you'd be
because he
19th.
does make wild decisions, he's not actually doing that.
It's too demanding now. It's like, it's too demanding, it's too scripted. It's not organic.
But the fact that you lot are saying that Zidane and Ronaldinho couldn't play in this era of football,
You would
it's mind-boggling to
if
me.
they landed in the
Of course they
Prem
can.
today, you would not see any of the Ronaldinho, Zidane, or Neymar that you loved watching at Barcelona, PSG.
We
Juventus,
love them
Real
because they
Madrid.
were themselves.
Yeah.
Today we're not seeing people that they're themselves.
they'll break that mold. That's how good they are. They'll break that mold.
So what you're saying is no one in the world right now good enough to break the mold in the Prem.
Yeah, I think there is.
Who?
I think
And
we're
is there
seeing-
one in the Prem?
That's a great question.
in the Prem right now?
Yeah. Arsenal full of system players. Liverpool, their midfield full of system players.
Salah's not a system player.
That's about to say Mohamed Salah. Yeah.
Salah's a system player. Of course he is. He is the system.
No, he's not.
That is
He's the system.
That is the system.
No, I don't think Mohamed Salah is a system.
He's the system.
I think he was more under a system under Klopp. But
No,
this
he is
season, he
the,
wasn't.
he is the system.
So you think Salah can come deep, get the ball for Alisson Becker and just try and do something crazy?
Salah told Slot,
Oh.
brother, I don't want to come back there.
That's different though. That's okay. Let me give you an example.
No, it's not different.
Let me give you an
because
example.
the
Let me give you an
system
example.
is Saka has to come
Let me give you an
back.
example. I'm gonna give you a big
That's system.
example. See Jack Grealish at Villa. That was the old era, where it was like, all right, Grealish, do what you want. This is our number 10. Free.
Make it happen.
Free. Make it happen. So if you think you want to come deep, whatever you want to do, you do it. That's not the same with Salah. Salah in the final third, yeah, you're free to do what you're doing. But it's not.
There's two different players.
Let's look at this.
Of course,
Let's
of
look at
course.
this very simply. Mo Salah at Liverpool's peak. Who was his striker?
Firmino.
Okay, midfielder. Compensating for Salah. Mo Salah at his peak this season. Who's a striker?
Jota?
Gakpo, Jota,
So many.
Nunes. Which one of them's a striker? Which one of them is ahead of Salah and saying, I'm the guy who's going to score
None
the
of them.
goals? None of them, because everything has been a sacrifice for
They've
Salah.
all sacrificed Salah. We'll do all
And
this for you.
It's great. It's great because he is so explosive. But let's be clear, there is nobody operating outside the realms of pure.
I think we're saying the same thing, man.
tactical,
Yeah.
Like decision, like premeditated decisions. I see what Raiola the other day talking about how he doesn't do big pitch training with Bournemouth. He only does small pitch training
Oh my
because he does duels. The whole thing is jewels. The whole thing is like, if you do your job in this small box on the pitch, you do your job in this small box on the pitch. He could create that box all across the pitch. Everyone knows what they're doing. It's robotic. It's all premeditated cycles of possession. And again, it's genius. It's brilliant. Football's come so far. It's not fun.
But it's good. That's why youngsters are looking good, like T. That's what I said to you. They're looking.
Oh yeah, because they're growing up with the same coaching, the same training, the same
They're
systems.
saying as well that it's like they're going home with coursework.
Yeah.
They're going home with like, all right, this is where you be, where to be. If the ball's here, you're meant to be there. What?
It's called install.
We've got. I think there's another one in the Prem.
Who?
Cunha. I don't think he's a systematic player like that. I think he does what he wants in that final third. And I've seen him come and get the ball deep.
17th?
For what?
17th?
No, but you're talking about players. Oh, see, stop
But
saying
if he plays for a
positions.
good team, would he be doing that, Miles?
No, but you
Wolves
never
don't
asked-
have a
don't
choice.
shout at me. I'm just saying. You told me
And
to
also-
name players.
also-
Yeah,
I'm
but
telling
Miles,
you,
we're
I'm telling
only,
you,
we
you're
are
wrong.
only
You're
talking
I'm
players
wrong.
that were challenged, though.
But what you're talking about is a player
Ask
that
me
is
the
not
players.
a 9 and not a 10. So what he does on the pitch,
said someone who's free is
You
a
might
player
say
that's
he's
free.
free, but I wouldn't say he's free.
why is he not
I would say they're compensating for him and they're
No,
building
but
for
it's
him.
a bad point because even if he's free, then you're saying to me that Zidane could only play for Wolves.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not
17th
saying-
or Man
How?
United, 16th and 17th.
But you asked me for players, and I'm giving you players. So now you're talking about.
RIP, specs on that RIP shirt.
Okay,
done
RMP
with
yourself
that.
then.
If
whatever.
Blackburn signs
But
Zidane.
you've asked me
Blackburn
for
signs
players.
Zidane.
Jordy, they've asked me for players. I've given them 2 players I've seen do it.
No,
You
and you have
see why, but
perfect
now,
summaries of what we're talking about. Because you picked the team that are 1 place above relegation and the team that are
Are they
1
not doing
point
it?
above
and
that
one of the,
team
and
in
one of the
relegation.
guys saved this team, aka Cunha, from relegation. So he's done something good from doing it. That's one thing. So he's done his job. And another one who's actually he's helped your team from probably even getting relegated to some degree. Not saying you would. So they've done their job. Cunha's done his job.
So in relegation teams, you can afford to have 1 mercurial player.
Yeah, because your
I'm never
point
saying,
does
no,
help.
you asked me for the player. I gave
But
you 2
also,
players.
I disagree with the conceit
That's it.
to begin with that they're free players because
It's
they're
a
not
bad
free
point
players.
because when you look at the table now, you're saying to me that creative players can only play for 15th or 17th team.
And
never
they're not.
said that.
Neither of them are
I never
creative
said that.
players.
You just asked me for creative players, and I've given you Cunha and Bruno. They're
All right,
very creative.
all right,
I don't think they're systematic
All right,
players.
if they are,
they can play
all
in
right,
the
if
system.
if they are, who else? Because the Premier League's got there's 20 teams in the Premier League, and everyone's got a 10. So who else?
No, my point was.
I love it, man. It's touching every time I talk.
No, I agree. The gripe. My
You've only given me 2 players.
No,
It's not enough.
No, my gripe with your statement was
Zidane.
Zidane can't. And I said
Yeah,
yes, he
for
can
who?
because there's players.
So who can he play for?
So I think Zidane's that good. He
Wolves
can play
or
for most
United?
teams. No,
I'm asking you, who else can he play
any
for?
of the top teams: Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. Zidane is that good. He will
You
make
don't
them
understand
sing
that
to his song.
the teams you're talking about are built with players that have like a bit of robot in them. That means that they don't have a problem just playing the system, the tactics, the small boxes. That's and
course,
players like Zidane, they can't do that.
Miles,
Neymar
Miles,
can't
Miles,
do that.
Who's the player with creative freedom at Liverpool in midfield?
They don't have any. They all have robots.
Who's the
in
player
them.
at creative
They all
freedom
have
at Man City midfield? Creative freedom, yeah. I remember saying that.
At one point, it was Kevin De Bruyne.
No, it
Not
wasn't.
anymore.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
At what it was.
All right, cool.
How is it not? He's
Chelsea.
doing through balls from the
Chelsea,
halfway.
because
What's
say
through
Cole
balls
Palmer,
from the halfway?
but-
That's
creative.
premeditated, bro. It's not. That's not.
You're trying to tell me
about
that Kevin De Bruyne
premeditated
has never
tactical
been
moves.
creative. Never been creative.
No,
He's always been an
that's a
assistant.
different. That's a difference. Being creative.
He's always
is
been an
different.
assistant.
Is different. He's always been an assistant.
Oh, bro. But there's tactics, and obviously you have to follow the system. But he comes out, he can break that mold. That's how.
Is he allowed to do his own
That's
thing?
what makes him Kevin De
Is
Bruyne.
Was KDB allowed to do his own thing at City?
Yes, I've seen him do his own thing at City. I've seen him run
Not
through the
without
whole team
getting
and
subbed.
bang
I
the
I think
ball top
that's
bins.
Not
all
about
system. I think
getting
that's
subbed.
system. That's all system.
How? When I've seen him run, you've seen him run through the whole Arsenal midfield and bang it top bins. What is that systematic? Where is that?
Because you lot got broken apart.
No,
and
no,
he
no. So now you're
penetrated
making
the space.
excuses. I'm
no,
saying
because he penetrated
no.
the space.
I'm just
'cause
talking about the
tactically,
individual brilliance of that
Pep
player.
broke you apart,
That's
and he
it.
penetrated the space.
That's it.
Because that's
I've
what
seen
he's
him-
told to do when that
He's
happens.
done it 3 times against us. in one
And
team.
you don't think that sounds tactical then if he's
How's
done
that
it 3
tactical?
times?
How?
Manchester City know how to break
I
your
don't agree with him,
midfield
bro.
to the point that he
Because
can
it's what
charge
he's saying
through
is
it.
not-
That means
I've given
tactics.
him example.
That is
I've
the
given
perfect
example.
example of tactics.
If Guardiola, if Guardiola works on working his best players to get that space and do those kind of things, that's systematic.
You haven't heard him literally call out players. You haven't heard him literally call out players this year. Good players who a lot of money was spent on. Just said nah, because he doesn't do what I tell him to do.
Yes, that's fine. That's Pep Guardiola. That's Pep Guardiola, yeah, and he does do that. He does. If
So
you don't
is
bring-
KDB in the list with, when you look at players like what we talked about in the past, like Zidane and Ronaldinho, is he in that list?
No, he's not there.
But do you know why he's not in that list? Because they do their own thing. No one tells them nothing.
I've seen KDB do his own thing, and no one's told him anything. He has been. So you're telling me that KDB hasn't been?
So why are you
Mr.
putting
Man
a list
City
of
for years?
creative freedom?
I think KDB is one of the best midfielders we've ever seen.
Yeah, he is.
Of course.
Yes, and you don't get that title by being a systematic
Yes, you
player.
do.
You don't. You honestly don't.
Declan Rice is one of the
don't.
best Premier
He's
League
not,
midfielders for
though.
his
He's not.
age we've seen. And
No, he's
that's all
not though.
system.
He's not, because KDB is going down as a Premier League legend and great, and one of the best midfielders of all time.
Okay, but
Declan Rice is not going down.
which other midfielders in the Premier League right now will go down as one of the best Premier League midfielders of all time?
There's only Kevin De Bruyne right now. Only Kevin
Bruno
De Bruyne.
Guimaraes?
No.
Well, obviously projecting forward, not today if he retires. today.
No, I don't see it. He
I
doesn't
don't
do
even
enough.
think
He's not
KDB
creative
was
enough.
better than Steven Gerrard.
Rodri?
And once again,
Patrick Vieira.
Rodri?
Oh, Rodri's system. You go on.
yes, that's.
Is he going down as
That
one of the
is-
best Premier League midfielders of all
He's a
time?
one-off. Rodri.
He's a one. He is the perfect example.
Then say that. Then say Rodri. Kevin De Bruyne is not that example. Kevin De Bruyne is take the ball. He's a maverick. He can do what he wants. And
He's not a maverick. He doesn't do what he wants.
when he was younger,
You're
not now.
wrong.
No, yeah, I'm not wrong. He's won them games. He's won them titles by doing brilliant stuff. He's not a systematic player. He can play in a system, yes, but he breaks out of that.
So
if he
you
wants
think
to.
Manchester? Because this is what's insane to me is like the manager of Man City is the reason why football's like this, and you think
He's one
in
of the
that
big parts
system-
of
You know what I would say?
He's a big
I
part of
think
it.
a lot of people, because
I
I
blame
saw
Guardiola.
Capello say that the other day,
course.
and I know why people would say that he's to blame, but I will say this: football was becoming more data focused. Was coming because I remember Arsene Wenger saying years ago that players were coming out of academies technically perfect, nothing to learn. Everything was going to be about how fit they're going to be and how the tactics are going to change the way they play. The data and everything was coming in. If you follow American sports, that wave had already taken over. Like it was all about the inches in the data. How much faster? What's your quick speed of release? What's your quick turn? What's your the small little bits of data that Madden and FIFA have, but those numbers don't necessarily mean anything. But it all became about these analytics. Pep understood it and applied it better than anyone, and he had technically and physically supreme football players to do it with. He's not the first, but he definitely mastered it and put it on the show, and now everyone's looking at it and trying to understand their own way of understanding the numbers. I don't
have
like
a
it.
choice. I used to be a coach, and I never saw grids on the training session.
How come no one's asked you to coach their baller league team?
That's a great question. A lot of players have asked me, but I don't think
lot
those
of
guys are aware
A lot of players.
my coaching ability.
Most.
But yeah, at Ballers League, if they do go next year, I should have a team.
But you're out of date.
Huh?
You're out of date.
Yeah, of course, because of these grids and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you look at the even the average age of Premier League managers now. Like Arne Slot played against Virgil van Dijk.
Fabian Hurtzler.
You know what? When I used to be a coach,
He's my age.
These guys are coming out with different badges.
when I used to be a coach, there used to be this thing of like, where we used to say kids, they learn more from their own mistakes. We used to say this. You do.
It's probably wrong.
It's not wrong though.
In football terms now. I know, a kid's probably is right.
Your self-experience in life.
Oh, here we go.
In life, yeah? Like TED Talks, yeah?
Here we go.
Self-experience. You learn more from your own mistakes, your own experiences. Somebody just coming in my life and saying, right, cool, don't do that because this is going to happen. That's what Arteta and all them lot are doing right now, T.
Now they're getting players who've already been through all the mistakes. Now
Really, T?
they're saying, I'm going to not let you make mistakes.
Really, T? Yeah. But even, I'm saying the academies are doing it.
Yeah.
Women's football doing it as well.
Yeah.
Women's football doing it as well.
But it's all about maths. Like, a lot of Arsenal fans are frustrated with Martin Odegaard, right? Because he takes a lot of touches. He doesn't shoot when they want him to shoot. He doesn't play through balls when he wants to play through balls. He hasn't played with a striker for a long time. When Odegaard's in possession in dangerous areas, he has to play the averages. Now, the averages mean, because you don't have a striker, you're overloaded. Either one of your midfielders is advanced, your two wide players are advanced, or your strikers in an odd position to try and collect a rebound, whatever it is. If he shoots and it bounces off a defender or it comes with the goalkeeper, you're straight away in transition. So Mikel Arteta has got Martin Odegaard going, right, no, recycle. Our dangerous areas are in the wide areas. Keep the ball, keep it recycled, and if you see something that you absolutely can't pass up, go for it.
If you see something, say something.
But
65
your
million
job
touches.
is send it wide, send it wide, send it wide, put it into the danger areas. Because what have you had? You have Kai Havertz, who's a midfielder, Mikel Merino, who's a midfielder, Gabriel Jesus, who's a midfielder, and then you got Saka, who is the guy who is actually your biggest goal threat, and that's who might. But it's frustrating and it's not fun. But it also leads to fans being very frustrated with their players, who we know Martin
that's
Odegaard's got
systematic,
vision. That's all the system is.
all system.
Yeah, and listen, that's all systematic. Cool. And what do you say to me? You say to me that Bruno is a better player than Odegaard because he shoots and he scores goals.
He's wrong.
That's no. This is what he tells me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
everything.
feel that, I believe that.
So basically, what you're saying, Bruno is everything against that system.
Yeah, but he hates system football.
No, hold
No,
on.
no,
Arteta
yeah,
doesn't-
no, of course, no. So
Arteta
what I'm
doesn't
saying-
manage
no,
Man United.
So when I'm saying Bruno is not a system,
But you don't have a system.
I would say this. Man United do have a system, and
But
the
every
system
team has a system.
Manchester,
You have to.
And let's be clear about Manchester United's system. They have one striker called Højlund and one striker called Xerxes.
So he has to do more.
How many goals combined are they?
He has to do more.
So what
You
saying
can't do.
is-
You
hold
can't
on.
say that. Like,
So hold on.
like they're in the same circumstance or the same situation.
So those two combined,
I can see that.
don't have 10
You
goals.
compare
do they?
them, so
They
why
don't have
can't I
10
say it?
They don't have 10 goals. So
Don't compare them then.
So the system,
you bring it to me.
the system at Arsenal is to feed Saka and to feed Martinelli. Martinelli's got a less of a obviously conversion rate, but he
yeah.
still does convert. He still does score goals.
It's not as
And then
great,
when Kai Havertz is there, you got that ball into the box in the air. There's something that can happen. Manchester United system is definitely not feed the ball to Garnacho, he will score. It's definitely not feed the ball to Xerxes, he will score. It's definitely try and create as much space for Bruno to see something so that Bruno can have a shot or Bruno can send the ball into one of these danger zones. And mostly it's about Manchester United winning free kicks, by the way, winning free kicks and corners.
Arsenal was that at one point.
Oh, it still is.
Not
Boys,
as much, but
XG.
Nottingham Forest have outperformed their XG by 11 goals.
It's got to go because I don't know what that means. And I don't think it matters, whatever that means. All right.
Again, but that is
I'm going to talk to you lot because that's his third sneeze.
bless you. Maybe we need to bless you.
yeah, you gotta bless me. Though. Not just look at me and wait for it to end. It's not how these works.
you got to take that hat off. That's why.
No, it's not. It's because you slept with the fan on.
That means you was in a hotel.
XG comes back to what we're talking about in terms of systems.
I hate XG. I don't think it tells the full story.
It doesn't tell the full story in isolation. But I will say this thing about XG is over the course of a season, you'll mostly find the team story in XG. Because when I see Nottingham Forest have outperformed their XG by 11 goals.
You thought Rico was here, innit? Sorry.
When I see Nottingham Forest have outperformed their XG by 11 goals, and Chris Wood is the second top goal scorer in the Premier
What's
League.
wrong with that?
And now they've gone from thirds to
No flick
are
ons,
they
you know.
going to get into Europe? I'd say the XG's catching up with them. Are you trying to
Let me
go
tell you
viral?
something. First of all, sorry. You know you got a code and you're going to fly.
That's not a cold.
Nice.
Hurts, innit? It hurts.
XG, yeah, all this data stuff. Look, it's all combined to make football super factory processed.
And it doesn't tell all the facts.
No, but I would say, yeah, if you want to
Do stats tell more facts than your eyes?
over a bigger sample size, yeah, it does. Yeah.
50-50 though.
You need a big sample size.
Yeah, because your eyes don't lie to you. You could
Yeah,
see.
the eyes do lie to you.
No, man.
They-
Your
bro, in
eyes can
football,
lie
they
to you,
do,
but so
bro.
can stats.
In football, your eyes are definitely lying to you.
What would you trust more? What would you trust more?
My eyes over stats. I could see if he's a good player or not. I prefer that than stats because some people just bring stats.
But how many players?
That sounds like anesthetics, guys.
Yeah, but how many players?
Yeah, stats. What
how
stats?
many-
Stats are there to back up your argument.
How many
but
players
we
have
all
you
talk
not-
from football from using our eyes?
How many
We
players
don't
have
use
you not
stats.
rated and then they sign for Arsenal and now they're sick because you see them more?
Havertz.
No, I don't.
You was not happy with Havertz.
Of course not.
No, you
Still
like
not
him.
happy with him. He did a job. I'm not
You
happy
didn't,
with
you
him.
didn't want a new goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, you was angry at Ramsdale's displacement.
No, I was happy the way how
That
I
was right,
unhappy
by the way.
how it
Of course it
happened.
was right.
Of course it was
I
right.
didn't know. I
Because of
didn't
the
know.
data.
But that's
I like
stats, yeah, that's
something,
stats.
That's stats. That's stats. That's stats. But that's none of us are watching Raya at Brentford. Like,
So your eyes lied to you,
no, because I wasn't watching Raya, so my eyes did not lie to me.
but you was watching Ramsdale.
Yeah, and I could see that he did a good job. But obviously, the stats, like you said, backed up the Raya argument because that's what they're using.
So because you can't have eyes everywhere, you
Yeah,
have,
exactly.
you
Yeah,
have to
of
believe
course,
the
I
stats.
agree. But when
so
I'm
the
watching
stats
certain
made that
players-
decision for you and for the club.
yeah, of course.
So I'm
No,
saying
I'm not saying it's bad.
eyes can lie. Stats can lie. What's statistics, damn statistics, or whatever the phrase is. Numbers can lie.
Women lie. Numbers don't.
Yeah, 100%. But stats can lie. But over a big enough sample size, you learn. There's stuff to learn. Your eyes can tell you a player's a bad boy, and then you go talk to a player who plays with him or his coach or whatever, and just be like, nah, he's a liability.
Give me an example. Who's a player that you like with your eyes that the stats tell a different story about?
That's a good question.
I love.
Koulibaly?
The stats aren't good
Alright,
about
tell
his
you-
friends.
Diblin.
Okay,
Yeah.
I understand.
Good player.
No, I understand.
But you ain't got
Not
the
enough
stats.
goals.
I bet
You
he
don't
has
have-
got the stats.
Yeah,
but everyone would go for like goals and assists, but he's a good player.
but you'd have to contextualize
All right,
his stats.
I got one. Did you see Gay?
No, he's all stats.
That's what I'm saying. But on the eye,
Okay, I got what you're saying.
when you watch him,
yeah, you flipped it. Okay,
flipping hell.
I get what you're saying.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think if you want to like what Idrissa Gueye is doing, you can find it.
Xerxes.
I like seeing nice defensive players.
Xerxes.
You love what he looks like.
I
but
love
the
what he
stats
looks.
aren't there. But the stats probably are there.
Eee.
Just not goals and assists. It's different.
Where would they? They don't keep passes.
I don't know, bro. There's
They're
other
not take-ons.
There's a lot of metrics. When it comes to a striker, there's a lot of metrics.
So what are we saying next year? It's better for us to argue with our eyes rather than stats. Also, to
That's
make
what
the
we. That's
Premier
what we
League
do here anyway, though. We rarely bring stats.
No.
Sometimes you have to, though.
That's not true.
Sometimes you have
he
to.
only argues with eyes, and we have to argue with him because a lot of the times actually he's wrong.
I do think right and wrong. I would say.
What?
I would say right and wrong.
No, you are wrong.
Right and wrong in the opinions now is binary because like you said, a 17-year-old Miles
binary.
Lewis Skelly, love the kid,
know how good he is.
can come in and just be
I don't know how
class
good
from
he
day
is.
one. And we could talk about that Rico Henry, who I think is class, came in at 17 years old, bang, straight away. And you could go through, bro. Rico Henry was a
No,
starter
you're
at
right.
17.
I just thought of a question.
No, I don't know how good he is.
But
How?
But
Huh? Man City have got Lewis Skelly.
all of these players are great,
haven't.
bro.
What, O'Reilly?
Yeah.
He's done it for 3 games.
But
Miles Skelly ain't done it for that many more.
But he's done it against the best oppositions, though.
Okay,
In
but you
the
just
top-
changed your
top-
argument with data.
Yeah, but he's doing it for longer, though.
I'm just saying.
Like you said, length of
Yo.
time. Like you said, length of time. He's ignoring me because you know I'm right.
Yo,
Well, I was trying to give him the floor.
So I can't take him seriously.
I'm just saying.
My point was it's not that much more time.
just saying.
It is, though. Riley ain't played that much games, though, Tico. Come on, what are we doing?
What were you saying about Miles Lewis Skelly after 2 games?
He needs more, like you said, you need more time.
Miles,
That's
what you
more
were saying.
time.
That's what you were saying.
Miles.
That's it was bad after 2 games?
Miles. Specs has got his hand up.
Oh, go on.
Like I was saying,
Go on.
Arsenal, Man City, right? They both brought in left backs from the youths that have slotted in. Both of them.
System.
Of course. I don't know how good those players are.
Bear in mind that 5 years ago, Arsenal brought a left back who was a right winger and just slotted him in.
Saka.
Saka was always a left back.
What?
What?
No, he wasn't.
What did you just say?
At youth level, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, cool.
Bro,
But anyway,
don't stop.
let's we'll
He had
move
the
on.
7
I don't
shirt.
wanna argue.
No, he was. He was a left back with a 7 shirt at youth level.
He never had number 7. He was like 54 or
he
something.
wasn't.
At youth
I'm
level,
not
you
gonna,
don't
I'm not
have
gonna
54.
argue with you. My boy.
My bro.
I'm
My
not
bro.
gonna argue.
My
with you.
boy.
I don't want to do this with you. I'm not. I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want to
It
embarrass
was
you.
Florian Balogun, Saka, inside forward. There was another 10. The Spanish guy, Pinto, something like that.
Patino, Charlie Patino.
Charlie Patino.
I remember that.
It's all right. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to argue with him. He was a left back. But I don't
Well,
want
yeah,
to
you
argue.
don't
Was
argue
Saka a
'cause
left
you've
back?
got nothing
He
to
was a left
argue
back.
with.
But it's all right. It doesn't matter. He's a right winger now. He's one of
But
the
the point is these teams are dropping these young players in because
It's safe. It's safe.
it's not it's tactical
You couldn't do that before.
installation. It's
Back in the day, teams, once Liverpool were playing, let's say Liverpool are playing Arsenal, Super Sunday, and Phillips is there. Yep, you know, whoever's up front for Arsenal is giving Phillips a hard time. That never happened no more.
I think as well, like, I can watch a youth game and know who the standout players are. Like, I watch Man City and I see one of the Heskies and I'm like, these kids are super talented. But then when you speak to Emmanuel Heskey, he'll tell you they're going home with books of patterns of play, of installations, like as if it's a running route in the NFL. That if he goes here, he goes here. He goes here and he goes there. And that's what they are drilled for every scenario to happen on a football pitch. So they're coming up, and like you say, technically we know they're good enough because the academies at the top level aren't producing players that aren't good enough. They're out of the system if they're not good enough. They're unfortunately is the case. We know they're technically good enough. With the right tactical installation, bro, they're ready to play in the Premier League.
I need 2 things.
Go on.
The first thing is I need one Somali player in the Prem real soon.
That should have happened.
It's crazy that
That will make the Prem better too.
That should have happened.
Because they give views.
That's true.
They give views.
They do.
But
So-
they watch without Somali players as well, though. They love.
Oh yeah, of
Somalis
course.
just
No,
love
don't get me
Prem.
wrong, but
Yeah, they love
there's a
football.
player at Ballers League that I need to follow back.
Zach Hassan.
Zach Hassan. Who
Sack.
plays for Zach.
Sack.
Me and Jordy scouted
Yeah,
him 2
yeah.
years
You're
ago.
late. You're late.
Is it?
We watched him.
So
at
I
home.
Playing
did-
against hashtag.
So PK told me about him. I didn't store it. Then I seen him play and I'm like, I wish this guy or someone like that is in the Prem.
He's electric. He plays for Somalia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So once you bring that back, right? Or no, bring that back. Once you start that,
So that's a big change you want to make for next season.
I think that makes
That's
it
a
probably
positive
better.
change. That's probably the first positive change we've actually suggested.
I've got one that you lot are not gonna like. Miles, hear me out. Nostalgia. Get rid of highlights on YouTube. Bring back Match of the Day.
what?
Oh yeah, you know what?
Come on, boys.
When I'm watching highlights on YouTube on a Sunday morning,
Nostalgia, bring back match of the day.
I didn't say get rid of nostalgia.
no, you know when you Sunday morning you go on YouTube and you can put the Prem highlights on and you watch 1.5 minutes of 2 goals replayed 9 times.
They don't tell
and
the
you
story.
think you
They
watch
don't
the
tell the
highlights of a
story, yeah.
game. Bro, it's massively deceptive. You're
I'll
not.
tell the story.
Match of the day was always bad because it's edited to meet like the storyline of the game. But at least you saw some football happening. These YouTube highlights.
And some analysis at the end.
I can't handle it.
Are you smoking cigarettes the wrong way round where your lips is hurting?
He loves YouTube.
Bro, it's football systematic. Just give me the goals now.
You know what?
See?
He's right.
Oh yeah, no.
Do you want me to watch chess? You want me to watch chess for the goal?
Oh my god, I don't even know what match of the day looks like today to see if it's that.
I don't know. I haven't.
I tried to
seen much
watch
of
it. The
I'll
other
tell you
day.
what, boys. This weekend I'm gonna try it. It's the end of the season.
What was his name that passed away? The legend from Match of the Day with the big beard and the glasses?
Motti?
Big beard and the glasses.
The beard and the glasses, man.
Motson.
Then
Oh,
I think who you're talking about hasn't died.
John Motson.
No, man.
None of those.
Lawrenson
people have
hasn't died.
beards.
The legend, the face of Match of the Day from the 90s.
Des Lynam.
There's
He's
Lionel.
not dead, and I don't think he had a bit of a moustache.
T? It was a beard.
I don't think he's dead.
What?
Don't think so.
Des Lyman is dead, T.
Des Lynam is alive and kicking.
I think he's
Oh, great show. Great show.
Alive and kicking.
live and kicking.
What is that?
Oh, that's
It's before SMTV.
SMTV.
You don't remember SMTV?
Oh, he's alive.
What the hell is SMTV?
SMTV, CD UK.
What is CDUK, T? Why you not just saying letters to
Ant
me?
and Deck and Holly Willoughby.
I know Holly Willoughby and Anton
You don't
Deck.
remember that from SMTV on
SMTV,
ITV?
man.
SMTV, boys.
Remember Art Attack? The show called
Saturday morning TV.
Yeah. It was called SMTV.
TV.
It was Ant and
No,
Deck.
I've just worked that in my head. But no.
You don't remember Art Attack?
So you,
I remember Art Attack.
you're Dick and Dom in the bungalow then?
Big facts.
Yeah, see, that's after. That's after.
Big
was
facts.
outside.
Bogies. Come on, man. You don't remember that game.
You were outside.
He's,
Respect. So what we do with this
he's on
design
Instagram
situation?
looking for Des Lynam.
You know me, how I am, innit? I saw that he's got a son called Patrick Lynham. So I went on his Insta to
see if he followed you.
No, not even, but I would follow him. And then I went and I checked the age. He's 55 years old. And he's got a company's house in property. So I was like, okay, he's one of those guys.
Doing what you should be doing when you're that
Exactly.
age.
He's not saying a podcast.
What do you think, though? What do you think, though, Miles? Bring back match of the day.
It's still there. The jailhouse man them watch it.
Only bring back Match of the Day if
Nah, Jailhouse man, then watch us.
And they watch Match of the Day.
only bring back Match of the Day if creative football, creative freedom is back.
What about French managers?
What about them?
See, how many of them are there,
I
man?
don't know.
It's bad, man.
Patrick Vieira, was he the last one?
Yeah.
He's in Italy now.
French managers used to revolutionise English football.
Well, now they're going to, now English managers are going France and up.
That's what I'm saying. Systems.
Oh, can we bring back something? Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
African nations in Jan.
What?
We didn't,
Yeah.
it's still here, ain't it?
It's Jan. It's Jan.
Is it in Jan?
Was it December through to Jan? Yeah.
They
Is
moved
it
it,
still?
they did move it to summer for a period.
Oh, okay, so it's back in Jan now.
Yeah.
Perfect, because I want
they-
that
yeah.
on Nana that just go missing for 2 months.
Oh, none of went missing, but they went out quick.
Yeah,
They went out
he
quick.
remember he was in a hotel.
Yeah.
he was in a
And he
hotel while they were
he
playing.
played one game for Cameroon. They lost.
Yeah.
I love the ones, and Arsenal fans are sweating because like parties just got to go Ghana for a bit. I love the ones in Jan, and then Jorginho's got to come and step up.
Me and Tego thought of something. I'll ask you two. Who is Manchester United's best ever African?
Dude, I haven't had many.
Manchester United best ever African. Wow, this is racism at its highest.
It might be that, African players didn't necessarily want to play in
in Manny.
Manchester. Now,
T, that's a lie.
No, maybe.
No, T. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because a lot of them went to Hull.
T.
And Sunderland.
They wanted to play for Sir
can
Alex,
fight-
bro.
I can buy.
What?
What did you just say?
I can buy.
Which?
I don't think Akinbaye was Man United's best African player, no.
I know you. He's terrible, but give me some more.
Well, he didn't
It's
play for
Igalo.
Man United.
It can't be a Galo.
Why can't it
Eric
be?
Bailly.
He's not African though. Oh, Sierra Leone.
What did you just say? What are you doing? Sorry, what are you saying? man?
He's had another stroke. He said Akinbaye played for Man United.
What's going on
They
there?
say Sierra Leone is not in Africa.
And by the way, Eric Bailly's from Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast,
That's
yeah.
why we go, yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't give it to Baye. I didn't give it to
I said I'll give it to Igalo.
That's rubbish.
That means it's Onana.
Unless it's Jemba Jemba.
No, it's Onana.
It can't be.
Onana T.
It can't be Onana.
It's Onana.
He's their most
He's
like,
the best and worst then.
most legendary African player to play
He's
for
the
Man
best.
United.
He's been better than Igalo. He's been better than.
You think
Jemba
he's better
Jemba.
than Baye?
Yeah.
I think they've been
Baye
the
didn't
same.
even
Baye
play
has-
like
didn't
that.
get Baye.
He didn't get. He didn't
Strategic
get.
pro.
Yeah, he
He
didn't
didn't
do
crack
enough.
in. He didn't crack in.
He didn't
bro.
do enough, Baye.
I need help, boys. I don't know what to do yet, but I've got a problem with the free promoted teams getting relegated straight away. So what I want to propose is that the 18th team joins the playoff of the championship.
all that means is we're going to have 4.
They do that in Germany, I believe.
Yeah.
Is it?
And Holland.
Yeah.
You know what's worse is the teams going down, burying the championship and coming straight back up because they're going down with all of the coaching, all the resources, all the and the parachute payments. I get it, but more than anything now, they're going down there with like the war readiness of playing against City and Liverpool and Tottenham and all these teams every week. So they're going down there and they're not necessarily the way the championship always used to work was 90 minutes, 3 points. Go fight for the 90 minutes, 3 points. Now they got the analytics, they got the data, they got the Premier League experience. They're going down there going,
You think that's what happened with
we can
Leeds?
afford to lose this game.
You think
We can afford to lose
think
this
that's what
game.
happened with Leeds this season?
Yeah.
I got a sick rule. Relegated. The teams that have been promoted now, if they play against the top six teams have to play with 10 men.
What you could do again, this is from American sports, right?
Yeah.
To prevent tanking, which is technically what Luton did last year. To prevent tanking, you have to spend a minimum percentage of your earnings that year or your earnings for coming up. So Luton, because they wanted to build a new stadium, they came up and said, we're not spending money. We're not spending money.
That's why they're up now, though.
So now they're financially in a
Smart,
great
though.
space, but they're going to go down to, they're in a relegation battle down to League One.
They climbed up.
They're climbing now, yeah. But if you said to Burnley and Leeds tomorrow, when you guys come up, you have to now spend this percentage of your
What percent?
promotion. We'd
30.
have to figure. There's mathematicians would have to figure that out. This percentage of your earnings for promotion has to go on wages or transfers. Then maybe we could have a more competitive bottom 3. Because like Southampton were happy to go down. Ipswich, God love them, they got promoted League One to the Premier League like so quickly. They were happy to go down. I don't think the other team who got relegated this year.
Oh, Southampton.
No.
Leicester.
I don't think Leicester necessarily were happy to go down, but we know they're going to win it next year. We know who's going up next
But ain't
year.
that just spending unnecessary money though? Because they're going to spend money. They're more likely going to go down anyway. Because who the players can they buy? Who's going to want to go to those?
I think
Premier
once
League-
you
those
create that
promoted teams?
market where we know these teams have to spend like
hear what I
£100
said?
million.
No, I hear what you said, but you got no eyebrows right now.
Oh,
Take the hat off. It's
What?
a distraction.
Once you create that market where you know that there are 3 teams coming up, you have to spend £100 million or whatever that number is, you create a market for these players because they've got money to spend. Instead of going like, let's check the bargain basements. And by the way, free transfers, I don't know if you lot are clocking, but every summer, there's actually a good wave of very good players who don't have renewed contracts who are available. But it's not the promoted teams that are getting hold of them now.
so what-
They're not offering these wages because Forest came and broke that mold. Forest said, Serge Aurier, they signed so many players, there were players they couldn't even register for the second half of the season. But the teams coming up are trying to play safe. We can go down. Go up,
Leicester,
go down, go up.
Luton and Forest did the opposite thing.
Yeah.
And it could have gone dangerously wrong for Forest.
Yeah.
Luckily, they stayed up that year.
Yeah.
But
But Luton played safe and they're in a relegation
yeah,
battle.
that's the thing. Like at what cost? But they're up, and they might stay up.
I don't know what the solution is because you're talking about teams with big stadiums. Burnley have got very rich owners. Leeds have got rich owners. Southampton have got rich owners. They've got big technical directors. They're all parts of
The thing is,
football conglomerates.
they're all trying to kick ball, these teams.
See, do you know what I want? Fuck it. One evening, forget transfers. One evening, drafts. All the players come to Copper Box Arena. Yeah,
I was gonna say that.
Sit down. It's Andrea Berta and all these people, Dan Ashworth, and they're just like, Bruno's got drafted.
You know what you're talking about now is no promotion, no relegation, and to really solve this, you're talking about no promotion, no relegation.
It, man. What's the point?
man?
T, what's the Miles?
one-off.
What's the point?
A one-off.
If the same teams are going up and down, then forget it.
It's not the same
Let's
teams
do
going up and
drafts.
down.
And this is a genuine question. I don't know the
That's
answer to this.
terrible,
I don't know the answer to this. Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton. Did any of them have a meaningful result against the top 4 or 5 team this year?
Ipswich beat Chelsea and Spurs.
Leicester beat Tottenham at their ground.
Tottenham are in the
Vardy.
relegation zone.
But that's still a big thing for them though.
Miles, listen, you're fighting for promotion, relegation. Forget that.
It's broken.
Yeah, forget that. Everyone stays in the league, but the draft means we don't know who's going to be a madman next year.
Now, but obviously for the teams that's trying to get promoted, so what do they fight for? What's the championship? Just stays
Championship draft, man.
That's dead, man.
Championship
That's dead.
draft, man.
That's dead, man.
Who wants
That's dead.
Scott Wharton this year?
That's dead.
Who's got one?
Adam Wharton's brother. He plays
Aye,
at
what
Blackburn.
about?
Is it?
Yeah, man.
That sounds good.
He's the one I used to buy first.
Yeah.
Before I didn't want to exist.
Left centre back, left footed centre back.
So about all the top 6 teams that send their players on loan to foreign countries, they have to give them to the promoted teams. They get first dibs.
There's no promoted team no more.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
That's interesting. Okay, so what about the bottom 10 teams have no limit on loans?
Yeah.
That's
a good
class.
one. Yeah.
That is it.
I don't like that.
Why?
Because how can your 11 be loaned?
Because teams are turning over now in 12 months so quickly in the bottom half of the table, in the bottom 10 teams.
Even
you
at
know?
Villa, actually.
Exactly,
The top half.
exactly.
And bottom 3, there's no the window's open for you
The whole season.
all the time. But if you're 17th and you go 16th, it's closed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that is cold.
Yeah. I see these Liverpool fans talking about how can we not be the best team in the world when we got 79 points at this stage? Other teams had 73 points in 1998. Like, bro, there was 20 teams back then. There's 17 teams now. If you're the top 3 team in the Premier League, you can count 12 points from the bottom 3 teams. Just count them. Before the season starts, count 12 points.
The winner wins 4 points.
Because I can't have Leeds.
Ooh.
What? What do you say?
Ooh, what if games
win?
between the newly promoted teams
1
are worth
point.
4 points?
Huh?
The games between the newly promoted teams are worth
That is
4 points.
crazy, man.
So if Burnley beat Leeds next year,
4 points.
That's mad. That'll mess up the league.
Game changer.
We got to do something.
That'll mess up the league.
We got to do something.
make it 10.
None of us have won the league here.
Well, boys, look, we're trying. We've got a whole summer to come up with more ideas and solve more problems. But I think we've made headway today.
No, we'll keep chucking paint.
Because we love it. We love it. Let's not sound like we're being negative. The Premier League is the best sporting product on earth.
But it could be better.
Championship is.
Championship's fantastic.
But it could be better.
But it could be better, and we don't want it to spiral. We don't want it to dip. There's a whole world out there that love the Premier League. It's not just us in England watching it on Sky Sports.
Champions League should go back to the old format as well. This new one is a waste of time. More games.
We're
waste of
talking
time.
Premier League right now. We'll solve
just
Europe. We'll solve Europe.
Oh, you're damaging my hat, by the way. Put the thing back down. You're damaging the hat, bro.
How? It's meant to be like this. It's a bucket hat.
But then
It's not a bucket hat, you know.
It is.
It's not.
It's just got stupidness on it. Of course, it's a bucket hat.
It's not.
Now you're on
Take the hat
in
off,
Australia.
man. Take the hat off.
I'm not assaulting in Australia.
Assaulting.
This is meant to deter insects.
Assaulting. Insulting. Man said assaulting.
From my left, thank you, boys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribers are going up, likes are going up. We need the comments for the algorithm. So please, if you got this far in the video and you haven't left a comment, just leave a comment. We need you to help us solve this big problem called the Premier League, which is the greatest sporting league in the world, but is going through massive changes every single year. And the subtle things are changing the product. Good ways and bad ways. We're getting closer to the product being perfect.
Yeah, why don't they send suggestions and we'll tackle them?
Well, yeah, exactly. We'll do an episode where we just respond to the suggestions you lot send in. We'll do it on a live episode or something.
That's class. Live episode.
No rules.
From my
No rules.
from my left. Subscribe.
No rules.
No rules.